Yo.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my doom. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in the streets. Big ups to the panel as it reaches its premium peak. And most definitely, shout out to the crazy chat and all of its cacophony spewing out of the cracks and crevices of Flight Sports Block. I mean, it is a consortium all unto itself, the chat. And the life that it can take, it can spin to Never Never Land. And it'll still be live. So big ups to all those who participate and engage in that column and Flight Sports chat, one of or not the best chat in all of the YouTube landscape, as far as bringing in the charity and gift of intellect, information, and tolerance. Salute to you. And I would be totally remiss if I didn't mention all those who pulling up the Flight Sports TV in this unorthodox hour. Because normally we come on when the sun is down. How rare is it that Flight powers a stream in the daytime? So this is going to be special. This is going to be exciting, entertaining, exhilarating. And listen, we only have 3 stages of a process that allow entrance into this extraordinary space. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. And listen, it's incumbent on us to provide you, those day walkers, night walkers, those that plays in the shadows, an exuberant experience when you come aboard Flight Sports platform. And before we really get all off into the mud, the grit, the grind of the NBA trade deadline as it approaches, and then after the buyout market will begin, let us please thank Flight for inviting us onto his platform and integrating us into his space. So we thank you, Flight, for this opportunity to share our newfound information as all of the 30 teams in the illustrious NBA begins to jostle and jockey their way into a superior position to move forward after the trade deadline and buyout market and when the second half of the season begins after All-Star break. I think it is fascinating to explore what's in the mindset of some of these GMs as they wiggle their way through this elaborate labyrinth. And hopefully they can maze their way out of any kind of contraption that will send their team spiraling in an opposite direction of their hopes and wishes. Let's see if these GMs are smart enough to prevent the traps and snares that befalls them on trade deadline and the buyout market. Who really wants to be where they currently are? Or who really wants to be where they're not and maybe soon to be somewhere else? Have the NBA written itself from the disgruntles, from some of the old veteran commanders watching these young thoroughbreds run up and down the court with great zeal and ambition to finish off a fast break or to dish a dime or cross somebody over and crack ankles out here. We know ain't too many savvy veterans doing that because they're saving most of their energy for the second half of the season, which is that long stretch coming into the finish line to get their eventual position inside the stable of the extended season of the playoff and play situation. So what do we have here? Yes, sir. It is on and cracking. Listen, I want to listen. I don't know where Big Al is, but Big Al, I hope you're not crying crocodile tears. One of the enthusiast Hornets fans on Flight Sports TV. I mean, God, is this guy subjective? I know he like PJ Washington, but he's out of here. Kick rocks. See ya. Bon voyage. Have fun in your hometown, D-Town. Oh, D-Town. D-Town got it rocking. D-Town got it rocking. It ain't all about just Ben X and Charleston White. D-Town got it rocking. And PJ Washington will be a part of that chorus line that Marquise, Luka Doncic, Kyrie the Wizard Irving, and the rest of the remnants and down in D-Town under new management, under new ownership. I know F-150. I'm sorry. Your boy is out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, F-150. Your boy's gone. Oh my God. They got rid of Gordy. What the hell? The world is just crumbling right before us. And it's Biden's fault. Biden traded Gordy. Oh my God. Gordon Hayward is no longer amongst us. Yeah, they did it. They did it. Rick Snall had the balls to trade T-Row and Gordon Hayward in the same motherfucking season. Listen, them New York people don't play, man. I know people wanted Michael Jordan to still have his legendary laurel over the Charlotte Hornets as it became a nebulous. I'm talking a dark nebulous. And Mikey still runs Charlotte. You know, they listen to him and they worship Michael, and you know, they were big fans. Fuck that. Rick Snall was like, man, out of here. Kick rocks. That shit is gone. I don't want none of the remembrance of this Michael Jordan era except Mark Williams. Except Big Bad Brandon Miller. except not from here. Rare. LaMelo Ball. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They gave Miles an opportunity to veto his trade as he was up for grabs to be gifted to anyone who was willing to take on the talents of Miles Bridges. But guess what? Guess what happened? Somebody's in the door. Oh, Purple Baby is here. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Purple. Oh, yes, I wanted to hit you upside the head too, Purple. El Presidente is gone. He's out of here. No more Gordon Hayward. We don't have to look at that. Well, Gordon Hayward's a handsome guy. We got to give it to him. He's a handsome white guy. But we ain't got to look at it no more. Looking with his puppy dog eyes, the wells of his eyes swelling with tears as he just sees LaMelo Ball just taking over everything. Oh my God, he made Gordon Hayward so expendable, but we know it's a year too late, actually. But it's done. Rick Snall did it. I'm not giving Gabe no credit here because Gabe, I think, was a weenie. I think he was the one that was still sweltered by the lure of the presence of Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan giving them an opportunity to buy in a minority stake in the Charlotte Hornets. So he was ever forgiving. Michael Jordan couldn't do no wrong for Gabe. But Rick Snall, he from up north. He's New York, baby. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. New York, New York. Could you imagine Rick Snall seeing the New York Knicks, that blue and orange, making all these hell of a moves right before his eyes, in the Charlotte Hornets? It just looking like mince meat. Purple Baby, talk to me. Talk to me in the right language because this is a good day in Uptown.
Gemini, don't say hi and don't come up here. But first thing I noticed was, I guess, the new owners and Mitch is going. Well, Mitch, with the permission of the new owners, I guess. Sounds like Miles might get close to a max or even a max deal. That's
And you
one
know
thing.
what, Purple? I don't want you to get too much too far. You know, you get to
No,
putting
I
out some
wanted
facts
to
out there. We got to save something for the people now. Can't give it out too soon because the stream gonna swell up. Now, Miles Bridges, Marquez, shout out to Marquez and his Bucks. Miles Bridges was on bending knees trying to stay in Charlotte. Oh no, don't send me. It's too soon. I ain't ready to go out there and explore. Listen, Melo coming back, and we finna get this thing cracking. We don't have no interruptions, no T-Row, no Gordy, no PJ Washington, none of that old stuff holding us back from Airbnb reinventing ourselves. Miles didn't want that. Miles wanted to be stable, and he's continued on his redemption tour. I'm talking Miles is at a full-time appropriation right now, on bending knees, wanting to stay with LaMelo Ball, that is, because with LaMelo Ball, Purple, Miles was at the height of his game. With LaMelo Ball, not without. And you know, Rich Paul and the Clutch Sports, they not no dummies. They like, fool, we can't get you to the Lakers. Lakers are kind of standing pat right now. You know, they're Rui Hachimura, Miles Bridges straight across the board trade with a little financial compensation. That's dead. I mean, this was in the LA streets. I know it didn't make it to Charlotte, but who cares? But this was in the LA streets. Rui Hachimura, Miles Bridges straight across. Clutch Sports, we're going to save our guy. We're not going to let him wither away in Charlotte, and then they dump him upside his head and then make him untouchable or really not desirable for other NBA teams to grab him. No. But it didn't happen. I mean, they couldn't find room for him because Jenny wasn't going for that, because Jenny's really fond of Rui Hachimura because he's a good guy on the court and he's even a better guy off the court, and he's a community guy. I mean, a good community guy. You know what I'm saying? And he represents biracialism to the degree where there is a lot of Asian fans that speaks for the Los Angeles Lakers and they fandom. So he's a good representation. So that was kind of out of the picture. So since that couldn't happen, Miles Bridges had to stay. He had to. He had to veto. You understand what I'm saying?
But I also heard that it had something to do with his bird rights too. If he
Yeah,
would have,
it does. Explain that because
his
Charlotte
money.
didn't want to get rid of that. Explain that purpose.
No, it was just having to do with his money basically. On Bridges' part. It wasn't nothing too significant. I should have saved the tweet, but somebody had broke it down. Like basically when he re-signed this summer to them, he took a what is that called? When they get the extension and they still on the current deal, oh my god,
A qualifying offer?
yes, I think that's what it was. Like I said, I lost the tweet of the guy that broke it down. So with that, for whatever reason, he got a no trade clause, which I didn't know he had. But he got a no trade clause with the conditions stipulating that if he were to get traded, like that's why I said because the team owns the bird rights. So I guess Charlotte would lose. I think I got it right. Charlotte would lose the ability to have his bird rights. I think that's what it was if they
But
traded
with,
him.
but most teams with the trade, that's one of the uh, primary option is to secure the bird rights or acquire the bird rights from the participating player that's involved in trades or trades.
Mm-hmm.
So why would Charlotte resent giving
Let me
away the
see.
bird rights to Miles Bridges?
Let me see if I can find because I think I'm repeating it wrong. But it was something because I was like, how he get a no trade clause? And then I was reading, and then I was like, okay, that makes sense, I guess. But let me see if I can, because I don't want my Twitter, with the
What was
restriction.
it, a no trade clause or was it a clause in the trade? Because I don't know if Miles Bridges
No,
eligible
they
for no
said
trade.
'cause everybody else kept saying it too. They was like, Bridges got a no trade clause. I'm like, no, he don't.
I think it was a
And then,
clause in the trade. Yeah, it wasn't no play clause because he's
I
not
bet
even
you.
eligible. He
I
hasn't even
need.
been in the league
Let
long
me
enough to
go.
be eligible for no trade.
Let me see. Did he retweet it? Hopefully he did, because he a Hornets fan. Hopefully he retweeted it, because I don't even
So
remember.
while Purple Baby's looking that up, we're joined by Marquez, aka Toxic T. Marquez, we didn't really hear much noise coming from the Milwaukee Bucks, except that they hired Doc Rivers. So what's going on with Milwaukee? Doc Rivers as an all-star coach and everything. Are they planning to make some moves as we're 1 hour away from the closure of the trade deadline?
Well, Dex, I want to say hello to the chat and the panel. I hope everybody doing good today. But when we fired Adrian Griffin, everybody was like, "Oh, what? The Buck season's a wash," right? For me, Doc Rivers, I believe in Doc Rivers, so I think Doc Rivers can build this team around in a good way. With that being said, 1-4 right now is not looking good. We got injuries, but we did make a trade for Patrick Beverly today. We made a trade for Patrick Beverly.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Um,
Breaking news. Patrick Beverly has been moved from the Sixers over to Milwaukee. It does it does add
yeah,
an upgrade because that shows that Damian Lillard told them defense is not a part of my repertoire. So if you want defense, go higher because I ain't finna play.
I mean, but in the league now where you got to get the bucket, you got to make a bucket. The buckets count now more than the defense. So, do you want to stint Damian Lillard's growth for him to play more defense and his production go down when you need to make a bucket? Then you can't do it. You know what I mean? It's not how that
Yeah. So, but
works.
Marquez, what about this now? Now, did that create a dynamic in Milwaukee where because Doc Rivers is a defensive minded coach, right? He's defensive minded.
Yes,
Every
he
team
is.
that Doc Rivers went to, the defense have catapult enormously. Now,
This
Doc
is
is
the best
over in
defense.
yeah,
This
but
is the
listen to
best
this.
defense
But listen to this,
we've
Marquez.
had
Let
the
me
whole
ask you
season.
this question. Let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
If Doc Rivers is the defensive coach and everywhere he's
Yeah.
been, he has upgraded defense, Now, do that cause a conundrum where Patrick Beverly in tight games, will he be out there in the fourth quarter or would Dame be out?
I mean, well, we traded away Cameron Payne, and I think they're going to bring him in kind of like a Cameron Payne situation to where we have you out here to get some buckets and play defense. But if you put Patrick Beverly out there with Pat Connaughton or Jay Crowder and that bench, he helps that bench's defense automatically because he's going to do the dirty work.
Gotcha.
And Cameron Payne, as good as he is, he's not. The one thing I didn't like about Cameron Payne was he would be a good offensive player, but he doesn't play defense to how he wanted to. Like he doesn't do the dirty work on the bench. And when you're
so
down,
it was a must. So it was basically what you're saying. It was a must that the Milwaukee Bucks made a move for some kind of defensive-minded player, so it could be some kind of increment in the defense for Milwaukee because we're coming to the second half of the season, and this is where the season actually starts in the second half. In case those who don't know.
I mean, and I don't see. I mean, with the Knicks, what the Knicks have done today.
Marquez, when you're done, I need to talk.
Okay. What the Knicks have done. What the Knicks have done so far is the perfect way to beat the trade deadline. They got OG Anunoby, rolled depth for RJ and quickly, and now you just got Bojan, which was a target for you not just this year but last year. You get Alex Burke back, who's developed more as a player, and all you had to give up was Quentin Grimes and no first round draft picks.
Listen,
okay.
Listen, man. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Well, thank everybody, man. Just getting out of work by the grace of God, man. This is a whirlwind of news. I want to apologize to everybody. When all these trades were coming out, I'm at work killing myself. I wish I could have unloaded every single time something happened. Be on the lookout all day long from Flight Sports TV. But listen, this is going to be something you need to look out for because we ain't going nowhere all day. We got a lot to discuss, man. Y'all was discussing the Knicks trade. How the Hornets, man, this was a whirlwind, but I want to keep it there where you were at before we get to the Charlotte Hornets. Pause. You said something about the Knicks. I was just thinking it was so crazy because just before the Detroit Pistons waived Killian Hayes, I'm sitting there talking to people at my job. I'm like, yo, they just traded for Quentin Grimes. That nigga Killian Hayes is expendable now. You understand? As soon as I heard Quentin Grimes in Detroit,
that's a good pickup.
What'd you say?
I said that's a good pickup.
It was a great.
And that's actually a good trade for Detroit.
I want Charlotte to get Quentin Grimes. I want Charlotte. Listen, so I think that's a good pick. And the Knicks, man, listen, the Knicks, they just got snipers. Whenever you bring in Boban, listen, the Knicks they're gonna be. Listen, don't be surprised if the Knicks fuck around and end up in the conference finals, man. And fuck around and might go to the finals. You feel me? I just wish they could have got a real number one threat, But I think Brunson, people sleeping on Brunson, and now you got Boban, who's gonna be a sniper for the Knicks. The Knicks, they've improved tenfold. But I want to get to Charlotte because that's really. I don't mean to cut you off. Listen, I want to get to Charlotte, man. I'm going all over the place.
I want to speak on that Charlotte thing too, though. I
got a lot to say on Charlotte. Man, I'm so happy.
New York, wherever you get your
Gemini, yeah, exactly. Gemini, bust his bubble. But Gemini, turn your mic up.
Wherever
you gotta turn your mic up.
Wherever you get your pack from Flight, I need your supply number.
No problem, man. I get a number to you shortly. You understand?
Okay, y'all.
I will say this though.
Give the Hornets a round of applause, goddamn it.
The Hornets actually have pieces that can help LaMelo in that offense right now. Grant Williams has been okay. He's been playing good for the position he gets because look, everybody who plays with Luka, when they leave, they put up better numbers. That's just what it is. I.e. Jalen Brunson. So I'm expecting
that's a lie.
Hold on, Grant Williams gonna be good. Go ahead,
right, I know you're excited,
No,
and your
Grant
excitement is
Williams
going to
is
hurry up to get you nowhere. We understand that
Well,
about the Knicks doing something. But Purple Baby was researching something, and she wanted to come back in to share what her findings.
okay. I couldn't find the guy's tweet. I hope I can. I'm DMing somebody right now about it, but it basically what I told you. If he had the right to veto the trade, and which he did because he didn't want to go nowhere. But yeah, Charlotte would lose his bird rights in the conditions of that. So I was right. That's what I was able to pull up so far. But I'm trying to get somebody to tweet me back to break down the
but
exact.
Grant Williams is not like what Charlotte actually
Okay,
need though.
Listen,
Gemini, hold on one second. Let us get some conformity here. Okay, shout out to Chief for jumping on the panel.
Right.
Peace.
What just happened
What's up, Chief?
with the Charlotte Hornets? Please turn your mic up just a little bit more, Gemini. What just happened with the Charlotte Hornets, Gemini? Since T-Row. Listen, Gemini, since T-Row, can we get a chronological of what just happened with the Charlotte Hornets since the departure of Terry Rozier, from your perspective?
Okay, with Terry Rozier leaving, that opened up 23. So yeah, that's what they needed. Then on top of that, the $54.5 million problem that they was having, they kind of solved it. I will give them that this trade deadline, they did solve it. But you other than for you possibly could have lost PJ Washington bird rights, Grant Williams is not the type of player people think he is. All he is a modern day PJ Tucker. The game
Wait,
is so
Good take.
similar
That's
They
a
need
good
that
take.
that.
we got some
that
breaking news. I think we got some
it's
breaking news.
ridiculous.
All right, hold on,
breaking news,
Gemini,
goddamn
pause. Go ahead. What's the breaking news?
Made by Shams 53 minutes ago. David Roddy's going to the Suns, and the Suns are picking up O'Neal. Royce O'Neal and Roddy are going to be on Phoenix Suns. Royce O'Neal just
Who
been
they
moved.
trade with? Who they trade with?
They
That's
They pick
traded with
with the
Phoenix and
Nets.
Brooklyn in a three-way trade.
Okay, here you. Gotta
And
put that.
Memphis is also getting Watanabe.
They gonna cut.
Okay, here you go.
Wasabi?
Phoenix
They
Suns.
getting
Phoenix Suns on
wasabi?
the board.
Yep.
Phoenix
Memphis
Suns is
getting
making moves to
Watanabe.
improve.
Yep.
So go
Memphis
ahead,
getting
finish out, and then
Watanabe.
let's hear from the Chief. Go ahead, finish out, Gemini. Let's hear from the Chief because let's get
Yeah.
some vocal
Oh,
cords from the Chief.
okay, literally what they did with moving their $54.5 million problem, yes, they did kind of solve it. But to say that they moved PJ Washington and then bring in Grant, that's not going to solve their power forward actual position because Grant actually is a hybrid. He's in he has the body of the weight of a power forward, but he plays like a small forward. So that still doesn't help them, and that keeps Bridges at the power forward position, which everybody know he doesn't want to be at. He wants to go back to the small forward position. Then with the trade that they actually did today, they bought in another small forward. So it is like, are
What
they
trade? What
building?
trade? Come on, you got what trade? What's the names and who did they trade it with? Let's get this information out here.
Yeah,
Um,
please.
they
Uh-oh.
wait.
Yeah, what trade? We want
With
to get all of the
OKC
deets.
with the OKC trade, they
Gordon Hayward.
yes, for
Okay,
Gordon
let's put
Hayward,
it out there.
they bought in a small forward from OKC. That so they did not solve their power forward problem. They honestly didn't.
Now, this small forward they brought in, who is he? What's his name?
Give me a sec. I'll have to pull it up because
Uncle Vern is in the building, baby.
What,
he's
what up,
actually
Jack?
The
sad.
return of the legend,
uh,
the icon, Uncle Vern.
What up, Jack? Hey, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
sir.
Yeah, we
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yeah, we
You
can
hear
hear
yes,
me?
sir.
Hey, look here, I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's a good time to be back. Boy, I'm gonna tell you, Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Jackson, I ain't been going nowhere. I'm gonna tell you. I've been wandering around seeing whom I could devour,
Yeah, he
Jackson.
on mute.
I'm telling you. Hey, I'm back
Yeah,
over
turn
here
his
again.
mic up.
Hey, Jackson, look here. Everything is going good out there in Charlotte since we got rid of that big black elephant.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Yes,
telling you, Dex.
yes, the
Yeah,
elephant is out of the room.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Dex, look, I was still trying to catch up on yesterday news. Who went up for 57 points yesterday? Who was that guy?
That's
I don't know, but Miles Bridges at
Miles
40.
Bridges? Oh,
yeah,
40,
45.
45. Okay, I thought it was,
Man,
okay,
Shout
yeah,
out to the
yeah, yeah.
trade
Chiefs. What's
Miles
going on,
Bridges
Chief?
too.
Huh.
Trade Miles Bridges too. He needs to
Yeah,
go.
I'm
that's who
good,
I was
Dex.
talking about, Miles Bridges. Yeah, okay. 45 points. Okay, that's good too. Yay, things looking real good. Look like he ain't going nowhere. Hey, Jets, hey, happy days are here. Yeah, we got rid of
Yeah,
Gordon
I
Hayward.
love it.
Oh, I'm telling
I
you,
love
Dex,
it. Oh
thank
my
you.
God. Gemini broke down the $54
That's the
million
class.
question. And guess what? Rick Snall, I don't know nothing about Gabe. I don't know if Gabe had anything to do with this because he was too attached to Michael Jordan and he was holding on to that cape. But Rick Snall, the New Yorker himself, starts
Talk to him.
spreading the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
hey,
went
Oh,
and
man.
blistered
hey,
all that Michael Jordan shit out of Charlotte Hornets, all the way down to the fingertips of Miles Bridges, and Miles Bridges was propitiating to the edge of the universe. Oh my God, please don't send me away out of Meloverse. I want to be with LaMelo Ball. Do you know what we can do? We can bring that Airbnb back
boy, I'm
together
telling you.
again. Don't
There
let
you
me
go.
go, please. And you know what?
They
He's the
They
man
answered
granted
his
that's
his
inevitable.
wishes.
prayers.
They
He's the
granted
man
Yeah,
his wishes.
inevitable.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Bar
Hey,
Trans
but
is the small
but the
forward
real
that they bought
question
in.
is
Bird
the
That's right. I
time.
know.
these Lakers fans.
Nigga, that's a big pickup,
Lakers.
nigga. You saying it like that shit is nothing.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Flight
bird
like
What
bar
y'all
time.
trend.
doing, Lakers fans? If y'all
I
don't make
like
no
bird
But
trades
time.
today.
okay,
Hold on, man. I need to
we got
speak out
listen,
there.
hold on one second,
We're
everybody.
talking
We done
about
heard
trades.
everybody voice.
Nobody
Hold on,
tripping.
Gemini, 1 second. Yeah, Gemini, 1 second. We done heard everybody voice speaking on what's going on in Charlotte. But the main man
Besides Chief.
himself, who is dedicated to all Charlotte news, is Chief
Yeah.
Bartrand. Let's go, Chief Bartrand. Breathe on this track, brother.
Unmute yourself, Chief. Unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Peace to everybody.
Appreciate
Grand
you.
Rising. Well, the old era is done. The ball era is here.
You can say
Period.
that again.
All of the old picks that Mitch has picked prior to Mel Ball, save two, are gone. The only one left is Cody Martin and damn Miles Bridges. The rest, post Melo Ball.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
right.
If I'm not mistaken.
No, they still have an $8 million problem, Chief. He's
Which
still on
one
the
is that
roster.
one? Which
That's
one?
that's the drinking assassin. I can't
James
call his
Oh,
name
Booknight.
right
James
now.
Booknight.
Yeah, Book
No,
Knight.
that's post Lamelo. That's post Lamelo. That's after Lamelo. I'm talking about prior to Lamelo Ball.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you right. You right.
I'm talking prior to Lamelo Ball.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I think Cody and Miles Bridges are the only two left from what was drafted previous to Lamelo Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
think so too.
That's what I think. You know.
Yeah.
So now, now we'll see what Miles do this summer. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get
You
that
know,
max deal.
there's a great celebration going on in Charlotte, almost universal. There's a few crocodile tears, you know, but on the most part, there's universal celebration. I am of the belief that this is a theory from the chief. Mitch Kupchak does not do this in any other time of year. He's doing it this year because this is his last deal. That's my opinion. I think he's out the door.
Mine too.
I believe he is out the door. I believe that either Rick Snall has directly involved in this, or they already have like a shadow thing going on in Charlotte, because this surprised everybody. Mitch usually do not make moves like this. Not like this. Not this drastic.
What move exactly did you say that's out of characteristic of it? Because he made several moves been made. Which one you speaking of exactly?
All of them.
Terry and Gordan.
Say all of them.
All of them. Terry, Gordan, and PJ. Those three
Yep.
were
In
they
one
Mitch
season
swore by them. In one season, Mitch swore
But if
by
he is doing this, how do you feel that he's making these moves and he's doing them now?
He
And
just
how come
told
he
you
couldn't
that
do it
because
before?
it's time
left
for him to
it.
go.
You
Because either Mitch is going to leave gracefully or he's going to leave in disgrace. It's one or the other.
right? He tried to
Now,
fight for his job. He tried to fight for his job
His
there.
reputation,
I
his
get you. Right.
Vern, his
I'm
reputation, not his job.
I get you.
yeah,
I
because
get you.
Mitch is a
Mitch is lamed up.
executive of the year. He's a championship executive. So I mean, it's nothing Charlotte can really do to really sully his name, but it does look very
No, he's selling
unprofessional
his
that you
own name, Dex. He's
hold on,
selling his
let me
own
finish.
name.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. Because he's already a champion. He came there already as a champion. He didn't come there to try to boost his legend. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come there to do that. And Mitch won championship as a player and executive. So it's nothing you
Okay.
can do in Charlotte that could really sully you. But what he needs to do is make it right, like Bartrand is saying. On this way out, just make it right. You know what I mean? I know Mike had a whole different business model, but just make it right for us.
Set up the new
And
GM.
that's what I believe
That's
Mitch
all
is
they
doing.
just did, Dex. They just set up the new GM.
Yeah.
Picks,
Yeah.
assets,
I mean,
and money.
yeah,
So,
because my thing is Grant is not going to actually be the power forward everybody think he is. He's already undersized.
I want to speak to that, Gemini.
But this is
Okay.
not finished product, you know?
This is the thing I want to say about that. Grant Williams, if I'm not mistaken, is currently the VP of the National NBA Players Association, right? That presence is now in Charlotte. That young team needs that presence there. So, in my opinion, whatever he brings onto the court, I think he can still be a productive player. He's not he doesn't have to be no superstar down there, but the edge, you know.
Well, he was never that though.
But see, he doesn't have to be. The edge is what they need. They're too soft in Charlotte, bro. They need somebody that'll take a tech.
I'll give you that.
They need someone that get a tech. They need somebody now, just like he said with Luka. He'll do the same for LaMelo Ball. He said in the press conference with Luka Doncic, Grant Williams said, "Oh, Luka don't have to take the tech. If it get to a certain point, I'll step in and take the tech.
LaMelo's bodyguard. LaMelo's bodyguard.
This is the point, Dex. LaMelo needs someone like that down there, especially if he's going to the hole and getting knocked down. You know what I'm saying? You know, with that thing with Isaiah Stewart earlier this year, it will be Grant that'll step to Isaiah Stewart, right? Instead of PJ, right? You know, and everything. So every team has that type of player on their team. And if you're looking to win, you need that type of player in the locker room. And it'll bring a more of a seriousness to the locker room that may be allegedly or reality missing. And he'll bring that there. He'll bring a toughness there. You know what I'm saying? LaMelo can be free to do what he do, and Brandon Miller, you know, because now the vocal leadership, Grant would take that over. Brandon Miller now can focus on being something else instead of him yelling as a rookie. Now he can focus more on being a co-star with LaMelo Ball, and Grant can handle all that, the locker room dirty work, keeping the locker room in line. There's been some. I'm going to stop. There's been complaints over the years that there's no set role in Charlotte. Who has the ball? Who's really the guy? Grant Williams.
That we can agree on.
Once that is set, once the owners have set it, and they've set the pecking order. Once that pecking order is set, then Grant Williams will enforce that pecking order. No more looking off of LaMelo Ball. No more even looking off of Brandon Miller as a secondary ball handler. You know what I'm saying? That ends. That's over with.
Okay, but Chief, also with these trades, how many more guards do Charlotte want?
Wow.
Good question. That's a good question, Jared. Let's hear Bartrand. What you say? Okay, let Bartrand breathe on that real quick. Like, go ahead, Bartrand. Answer that.
Book is out. It's just
wait. Book is still on the roster now.
He's still on the roster
as we speak.
They're not going to use him.
We don't know yet. Like,
they're not
no,
going
they said that they was buying him out.
How did Wade Killian Hayes and this motherfucker still on the roster?
That's what I'm saying. We don't know yet. Like, that's a good question. But Bartrand, could you go back and answer that question to Gemini? Because he did propose something really nice.
I think they're going to sort out those guards. I think Book is on the outside. I think that
Price.
I think Bryce is on the outside. You know,
Yeah.
Bryce has had some years to do to make his mark there.
He's on the outs.
Bryce is out. They Bryce may have to go back down, right? They may have to go back down, right?
Right,
You
right,
see what I'm
right.
saying? The other guards, Nick Jr. is in, but Cliff said he's not
Nick is
ready
good.
to. Nick needs developing. He's not ready to like take on like a starter type situation. So now this gives Nick room to develop with no pressure. You know what I'm saying? And so the other ones, they have to play it. You got Trey there. You got the other guy from OKC there. So now you got a little pop in the guard rotation. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
Yeah,
what you've
because
been.
Trey Man, sorry, I
Yeah.
don't mean to interrupt you.
No,
Trey
go
Man
ahead.
is gonna get busy. Yeah, Trey
Yes,
Man gonna get busy. He ain't no
absolutely.
You got
slouch.
Trey
Yeah.
Man, you got old man ish. I mean, you have guards. Please don't take it as I'm not saying you don't have guards. I'm saying is even with these trades here, you bought in like 3 more guards.
But that
Yeah,
that's
they
giving
buying
But
wiggle
them.
room. 1 second, Purple.
But see,
That gives them wiggle room because now they have options. They don't have to hold on to this. Remember, we was talking about Cliffy looking over at his bench, seeing a bereft of talent. He had to put him in. So now you
Look,
over this contact
Your
You
mic
breaking
going
up
in
there.
and out, Dex. Your mic
it's
put
going in and
yeah,
out. I
terrible,
tried to
uh,
let
terrible.
it breathe.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
yo,
tried
man,
to let it breathe, but
listen.
it's
What?
Yeah,
going
I
out.
need to talk. I need to say something on the next person, please.
You can
All right,
go.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Flight. Go
Go
Dex.
ahead,
ahead.
Flight.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
I'll come
Hold
back
on.
to it.
Yeah, my bad. What I wanted to tell y'all was I wanted to speak on the shooting of the Charlotte Hornets. That's one thing that I see right away that the Charlotte Hornets have improved on. Oftentimes when
Oh yeah, they got Curry.
Melo
Don't
was playing
forget.
this season,
Oh, and
even
Seth
Melo to a
Curry. That's
certain
right.
extent, but really LaMelo. Yeah, yeah, really LaMelo. He was going to the paint. I seen him penetrate. Now, y'all may have heard me say this on the streams. This guy don't have reliable shooters to kick it out to. You passing it to McGowan's, Frank Ntilikina, and these people. This is a joke. We wish they hit the shit. Nick Smith has been a guy who, yeah, he does need major development, Chief, but he has shown that he could be a part of this thing. He showed me some signs. He just needs to
Oh
be
yeah.
developed. But
Oh yeah. He's in.
what I will say is now when Melo's penetrating, you got two snipers. I'm high on Bertans. I've seen him in Washington, obviously OKC. He could put it on the floor a little bit too. He could get hot. They just got two guys that could go hit 3-4 in a row. You understand? They could get hot in no time. Dude, and Seth is down there with his father. You understand? I think that he's gonna be exceptional up there in Charlotte. They've been covering him for a while too. I don't know if people have been
Flight, you
monitoring
cooking.
Seth
Yeah,
in Charlotte.
they have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
And,
trying to
and,
get him.
Seth has been good,
and
Jackson.
yeah, no, Flight, you cooking. You basically answered what I was trying to espouse to Gemini. How now they got the options to get rid of some of that dead weight that Cliffy was looking at that was very non-productive. Put them in the G League, let them scramble for the ball like they've been doing,
Yep.
and get your veterans out there like the Seth, the Trey Mans,
Yep.
Bartran. Those dudes can put up some numbers, and they don't
Yep.
have to. And they don't have to get in the way, like Bartran was saying. These guys know their role. They're not going to get in the way. They already played with superstars, with Gilchrist, with Embiid, what's the other kid name? Kyrie and Durant. See, these guys play with superstars already. As LaMelo is that budding superstar, they already know what and to do and what not to do and how to stay out of LaMelo and Brandon Miller's lane as they be the ancillary piece. Shout out to Hoop Jargon for that. They will be ancillary pieces to help aggregate wins coming up in the season, especially next season. And listen, I say the Charlotte Hornets did a miraculous job kick off of those ugly, burdensome contracts, and I'm 100% in consensus with Bartran on this. Bring it in and then get rid of your dead weight because now you got options.
So, anybody is about to go before me, or can I go?
No, go ahead, Perp. You got it.
Oh,
You
no!
good?
Now. We Bartran mentioned him. What are they gonna do with Cody?
Cody,
Martin,
Cody Jones.
Martin.
They gonna handle that in the
I'm
summertime,
being for
Purple.
real. What are they gonna do
What?
with Cody? Not whatever.
Okay.
Wow,
They gonna handle that in the
wow.
summertime, Purple.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I
they need
agree. I
to.
agree. Yeah. All summertime. All when the season's over.
Do what?
When the
They gonna
season is over with, they probably do. But Cody doesn't. What does he generate? He doesn't generate anything. He's not even like his
He
brother.
helped on
What
the
does he generate?
defense. He
No,
helped
What
on
did
the
he
Defense, the
win?
defense.
work. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
overrated.
whoa, whoa.
Leaky
Hold
can
on.
do that, Gemini. Leaky can do that
Gemini,
now.
hold the hell on. Are you going to bring up defense when the Charlotte Hornets is 30th in defense and there's only 30 teams in
Bruh,
the league?
he
Leaky,
did respoke the defense. He did.
Are you
Once he
kidding
got
me,
back to the
Gemini?
court.
Leaky Black
Your
can replace that
basketball
now.
acumen going to take you to Cody Martin going to upscale Charlotte Hornets defense?
He did
Gemini,
help the defense, dude. He
help,
did.
help him to 31st and there's only 30 teams.
Oh my Jesus. Dude.
That's crazy.
If you watch the games, I watch the games, Dex, and you cannot say that that young man did not reignite on the defensive
The
side.
man is a
Now,
crash dummy and you know it. All he do is run into people.
okay, so watch this. Just put him on the buyout market then. Don't wait till summer. Just put him on
How
the
they
They're
buyout
gonna
probably
market.
going to
buy him
package him with something. They might package him with
out?
something.
Yeah, they're gonna have to trade him. Cause that's
I'm
what
just
just
shocked
wait
at
Cody
Gemini.
Martin.
Gemini, you need a spanking for that.
Nah, I'm a dog. He did
Look at the Charlotte
reignite on the
Hornets defensive
defensive
ratings.
side.
Look at the
Cody
defensive
Martin
ratings.
got
But you're
$200
And look
talking
at
about the
Cody Martin's
whole team, though,
availability.
Dex.
But look
But
at
you're
his
talking about
availability.
okay,
What
he
is,
came
you know what I'm
off
saying?
an injury, and then he
fatigue.
what?
And then he got
Started
cooked.
playing.
Shit,
And then he started playing.
that man got
Then he got
drugged
cooked.
out there. Look,
I'm
you
not
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about
All
when
the
you go
points he was
against
giving up.
stars, though, Dex. I'm not talking about when you're going against stars, because
But that's
now,
when you need the defense. You don't need the defense on cupcakes.
Dex, you making it sound like a lot of
I'll
guys in
rest
the
my case. I'm gonna hit my
NBA.
mallet. I'm
No,
gonna hit my
no, no,
Yeah.
mallet
no,
on the
no,
desk
no,
Yeah,
no,
and rest my
no,
case.
no, don't cop out now, because you making it sound like that's just like in LA. We have a problem where Reeves certain games think that he can guard power forwards, and we all know that Reeves can't guard power forwards. So,
But
bro,
no,
cut it out.
that's not a good comparison because
Why not?
nobody is touting. Hold on, nobody is touting Reeves as a defender.
You
Reeves
for
is a
real,
scorer.
Sky? Oh my God, who y'all trade?
What happened?
Oh, what happened? What
Wait
happened?
a minute,
Breaking
who y'all
news.
trade? I don't want.
Wait a minute. The Pelicans got Murray. That's what Sky saying.
Hold on, what
Yeah.
Somebody
happened?
research that because Sky's a
Wait
boogeyman. He
a
want to just rain on
minute.
our parade.
Wait a minute. I hope they
Somebody
didn't.
look up what Sky just. Oh, okay. He said cat.
Hold on, what
I was gonna
happened?
say what?
I was gonna say he plays so fucking much, man.
Yeah, that was a good one,
Bro, stop
Sky.
looking
You got
around,
our
man.
attention right there because we was
Bro,
trying to
look
ignore you,
around.
but you
Niggas
got
play
our attention.
games.
I need
I'm
headphones,
driving.
dog.
I'm driving. I'm hearing Murray, New
Headphones,
Orleans. I'm
yo.
hearing Zion. I'm like, what's going on now?
Okay, listen.
Hey, yo, PJ Washington. I want to say one thing about PJ real quick.
Uh huh.
Go ahead, Dex.
No, I was just trying to put in some fluff
Oh,
until somebody had something to say.
I
Yeah,
just
let me go ahead
want
and
to say something about PJ Washington real quick. One thing I know we talking about all the guys that's coming into Charlotte. We really excited. I got some things to say about PJ, and it's all not nice. But what I will say about him on the basketball court is that these guys was in a messed up situation. Do I think PJ is trash? Absolutely not. This guy's going to go play with some dogs. You understand?
And he
And
gonna
we're gonna
get
find
right
out.
on.
We're gonna find out what he really is about. What he really about. I think he could be something out there, but let's see. Let's see.
Yeah,
Is it gonna be a different level of intensity out there?
yeah.
No,
A lot of play. It was a joke going on. These niggas
Yeah.
eat, sleep,
okay,
and shit
but Flight,
basketball. You understand?
Flight. They also got a
LaMelo,
Man,
center.
LaMelo
you
probably
can't
was the
come in
only
that fight.
one. Kyrie and Luka, they not gonna sit up here and fuck around with you and they losing. You
No,
understand?
but Flight.
That
They
give you the
just got
cold
another
shoulder.
center though. They just got
PJ ain't no
Dallas.
center.
No, Dallas just
Gafford.
acquired
They got Gafford.
the center out of
That's good.
Washington.
I saw that. That's a
Gemini,
good
will you
pickup.
please give us some names and just stop giving us blanket statements? But you too into this not to really give us some of
Oh,
your
Dex
best
getting
outing.
texted. Oh, you better get
I'm
out that
I'm I'm
yard.
I'm I'm trying to say it quick, Dex, because I really want Purple and
but
Chief to really cook on this
but
today.
you're
I
talking to the
really do.
stream. You know what I mean? We don't know who's listening.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
dig it.
Yes,
So
sir.
Bartrand, I want Bartrand, Chief Bartrand, BTW. Shout out to BTW. Please go like and subscribe to BTW. But he's very entwined with the Charlotte Hornets and the Charlotte Hornets maker. So if you're interested in that, please go to the BTW and get some of that espousation
Yeah, we
of Chief Bartrand. What
yeah
you
we
think
going
about the
live in a
Cody
little bit.
Martin aspect?
Cody Martin, yeah, we going live in about, let me see, 2, 3, in about a couple of hours. We're gonna do a flex or fleek stream. We'll have a little fun with it. Cody Martin is on. Look, everything that was prior to the Melo is on the clock. I think this is a sign that there is new ownership, and Cody Martin was one of Jordan's favorites because they have that Carolina connection and all this other stuff. Because people there kind of like that Carolina connection. It is what it is. So you get Seth and Grant back in the Carolina package. So that kind of keeps that fan base happy. Oh, we got some of our people still here, that type of thing. But Cody Martin is on the way out the door. You know what I'm saying? Leaky Black has already shown that he can that he can replace whatever Cody was bringing in terms of a 3-and-D. Leaky Black can play that role. Has shown he can play it at a cheaper price. So they're going to look, in my opinion, the summertime Cody's out. Purple. They're going to package him up and send him up out of here. Now, I think if you see him playing, it is for display, so that when it's time for a fleece, someone can be fleeced.
Shout out to
The same with Miles. The same with Miles.
Can we be
Miles
honest?
want to set him up. Miles is setting himself up. Hold up, guys. I'm about to stop. Miles is also in the double-edged sword for Miles. He got to set himself up for a deal, but he got to play so he can be worthy of a deal. So you're gonna see a lot of Miles, shooting and doing a lot of things himself as well to set himself up for the summertime, regardless of where he end up at. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man,
the faithful want Miles to play.
Listen, I'm gonna give y'all an appetizer right now, man. I got a Miles video coming out today. I'm gonna give a little bit of preview right now. Miles Bridges and Rich Paul just imposed their will on the Charlotte Hornets organization. You understand? That's what just happened at the 11th hour. You understand? This morning.
Yeah.
You understand? That's exact. That's gonna be the title of the video. What I just told you. So y'all can break down what I just said. What do you think about that? That was some wild shit what they just did. That Miles was on his way out too. This motherfuckers got together and said, "Motherfucker, I ain't going nowhere." You understand?
Right.
What happened? What the fuck happened? Can we get that around real quick? I'm sorry.
Rich Paul, man. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, everybody.
Hey, Flight, that was gangster.
Yes,
yeah, he
gangster.
Flight. He took something that was rightfully his in the first place. You understand me? It was rightfully his in the first place. The reason why they want to get rid of him to bad news, it was a bad name and all this other stuff like that. But he giving them a fight. He putting up a fight. Look here, I don't think it'd be wise to get rid of you because one man's garbage is another man's blessed treasure.
That is true.
And
that is true.
You understand me? And it's a whole lot of teams out here, 30 some odd teams out here. You understand me? That we want to have my acquaintances and have my issues and deal with that because they're already there. But look here, he tried to prove something out there, and Melo can't do it on his own out there shouting because if he falls off of Miles Bridges, whom else is going to fall on?
Somebody had to go though.
There was no room.
Hey, Flight. That's your point. The point is that the ones that got to go, the ones that had to go, they gone already.
Listen,
Flight, look here, Flight. Hey, Flight, let me say this, Flight. I've been waiting to say this for a long time, Flight. How long we been waiting to get rid of Terry Rozier and Gordan Hayward? How long we been waiting to talk about getting rid of that situation?
Forever.
Man,
Years.
boy. Yeah. Happy days are here again, boy. I'm telling you,
Uh,
now I can
Yeah,
see the light.
yeah.
I
Hey,
wanted to.
Jax,
Songbird, spread it to the mountaintop, sing it to the
Boy,
Look
I'm
at that.
world.
telling
They
you,
are out.
it's, yeah,
What are they? What are they going to complain about now? Right now, there should be
right,
celebration. Now, if they still
yeah,
complaining, then they just curmudgeons. There's nothing that you can do about it.
They
Charlotte
gonna
got rid of
have
that problem that Gemini has been stressing for the last season and a half. Oh
boy,
my
I'm
God,
telling
it's
you.
over with. A new dispensation in Charlotte, uptown. Let's start getting it.
I
Hey,
wanted to,
hey, hey, Purple Baby, go ahead, but listen to me. You know the next thing we got to get rid of is what's his name, Mr. Cupchap. He gonna be out the way going soon, and a couple of them like we had already named them ones too. Well, I'm telling you, it's looking greater.
But what if
Hey,
it's
Purple
Mitch,
Baby,
but what if
go
it's
ahead,
Mitch
Purple Baby.
Kupchak behind these trades?
Hey, look, he doing what he's told to do. Shut the. Oh, hey, go ahead, Purple Baby.
Oh, for
no,
sure.
I was just gonna
You
say,
know, first,
look at Dex singing, breaking up.
Right.
Um,
Grandstanding. Crazy.
exactly. I would just like to say, I'm looking at the contracts right now. As far as James Booknight, he has a team option, so he don't have a choice in the matter.
I can't stand that motherfucker.
And he
Dog, you
has,
said James Book, now you got the dogs barking.
That's me. That's me. That's me. That's hey, shut up. Hold on. I put it on pause. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's cool. And he also has a 4.5 million dollar guarantee.
Mm.
Oh, good. Cody Martin has he does not have a team option. He's on the books for 2 more seasons and he has a $15.6 million guarantee. So they will certainly have to trade him before they cut him. Kyle
Right.
Lowry, we already know they buying Kyle Lowry out. And with Bryce, he's also on the books for 2 more years. He has a $1.7 million guaranteed
They just
option.
paid him.
Huh?
They just gave him some money last year, didn't they?
yeah,
Yeah.
they just
But
Yeah,
extended
he
Bryce.
gave money to Kyle Lowry last year. Yeah.
No,
And
McGowan's.
he's still playing off on that.
Yeah, go
huh?
ahead. God, I'm sorry. No,
But go ahead,
they
Purple
gave
Baby.
him
You
some
got
money
But
last year. But go ahead.
last thing is Bryce McGowan's last year is a team option. So, you know, there's
I hope
that.
they, yeah, Book Knight, they
Does
might as
this
well let his
move,
ass go.
and listen,
Go
does
ahead.
Right.
this move for the Charlotte Hornets mark the end of Michael Jordan's shadow of influence? Does that kill them? Because they
Dex.
got rid of all these players in one season. This is remarkable.
Dex.
Uh,
Dex. They painted
can I
over
say something?
Michael's writings. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna yield. Dex. They painted over Michael Jordan's writing in the hallway today.
mm,
Really?
Yeah, it was on
break
Twitter.
it down.
Michael used to
Wow.
have some inspirational thing he wrote on the side of the wall in the Spectrum Center. That shit is painted over.
That's
Listen, I mean, listen, with some of the shit that what Michael was doing, I mean, great player, but all of that losing, you got to get that shit up out the building, man. You know, with all due respect, man, some of this shit, the way these guys was conducting themselves in Charlotte while all these losing was going on, you know, they should really be ashamed of themselves. Nobody should be upset or sad that motherfuckers
You ain't
was on their
lying.
way out the door this morning. You understand? They have nobody to blame but
Now,
themselves.
now,
You
Flight, can I
understand?
ask you this,
Go
Flight?
ahead.
Happy days
Flight.
are here
Yes,
again.
yes, yeah. Oh, happy days. You know the Hawkins singers.
Wait, Dex,
You know
before
the
you go,
Hawkins
Dex.
family.
Wait,
Oh,
Dex, before
happy
you
Go
days.
go.
ahead.
But
Go ahead.
let me ask Flight this question. Flight, should they throw
All right.
Michael? I mean, should they throw Larry Jordan and James Jordan Jr. out the fucking window from the top floor?
Yeah, listen, get everybody out. I think all of that is coming. I think that's gonna happen at the end of the season. I think it's gonna be done gracefully. It's not gonna be done how we want it to be, where we wake up in the morning, Mitch Kupchak was fired. It's gonna be he stepped down or they mutually agreed to part ways, and they're gonna dress it up real nice, you know. But bottom line is this organization is gonna change, and I think people like the Michaels that these guys that you said, they will get around to them too. You know, unfortunately, guys like Clifford is going to get the axe too. A lot of these motherfuckers that we seeing now is going to be gone. It's just a matter of time. But it's going to start with Mitch, and it's going to be a trickle down effect, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Marquez, you had something to say?
yeah. I want to go. I want to say that Charlotte, they're doing good job. They're doing all right, but I feel like there's some moves that can still be on the table for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The trade deadline is still here. With the Kyle Lowry situation, I think you want to get off of him to see if you can get maybe another piece.
You're
Because
not.
despite what people believe, Kyle Lowry got great upside when it comes to trades. So I think trading him off the books would be fine. But if you buy him off, I understand. But I think the biggest move of the day, it got to be OKC too, though. Gordon Hayward going over there to OKC, who's known for spacing the ball out.
But
It's
that
almost
doesn't.
like the Hornets gave
OKC is
him a leeway to
already
leave.
Marquez. OKC is already winning. You understand what I'm saying? They're already winning.
Right.
And adding Gordon Hayward and releasing a lot of those guards and small forwards, it only gives them room and flexibility to when Gordon Hayward's contract falls off next season. Gordon Hayward, he might not even bounce the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Thank you, Dex.
He could be bought out also. And that money that they paid for him goes back onto their books to even get more acquisitions in the offseason.
Dex, here's why I'm saying the organizations matter. Because when you look at OKC is known for getting veteran players or leaders.
Hey, stop! You can stop that right now.
I let you talk all day, bro. I haven't got a chance to talk.
Well, first of all, I ain't been talking, but you can stop that all day. You
I haven't finished my
beat
point
up
yet.
you beat up a dead bush. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. I want to explain my point.
Yeah, to explain Gordon Hayward to me without OKC, and you can make a better chance.
Okay.
With OKC,
like
Greg said, that ship ain't gonna sail. It ain't gonna even take off.
I'm saying look at the organization because of what OKC
Jack,
has
is
done.
that ship gonna take off, Jack?
Paul George trades. I.e.
Jack,
Chris Paul trades.
I don't think so. I really don't think so because I don't really see where Gordon Hayward insert himself to make OKC, those boys on the red clay, them Thundercats, better. I don't see it.
Yeah, wait. And but Marquez want to sit up here and assert that, though.
OKC's problems is this, and I seen it last night. Without SGA and without Jalen Williams cooking on a day-to-day basis, they don't have that thing off the bench they need that can space the floor and score. And despite what we wanted to disagree with or hate about Gordon Hayward, when it comes down to
Hayward's going to move the needle at all? You really think he's going to move the needle at all?
And help. I think Hayward moves the needle for OKC in terms of developing their other young wings, learning how to space the floor.
Open it up some money.
In Charlotte, what he's going to do? Develop something that's winning. Who gonna listen to him?
Come on, man.
Who the hell gonna listen to Gordon Hayward? They're the number 2 team in the West. And you're gonna listen to Gordon Hayward, who's at the number 27 team in the whole NBA?
There are plenty of veteran leaders. Just because we don't think
they have Dort.
Make it make sense, bro.
They have Dort and they have number 23 over there. They're fine. One of them is hurt right now. And
Dort and number 23. I've actually seen them play. I've actually sat down and taken time to see
watched
their
games,
and
dude.
Dort,
They don't need a
Hayward. Is still inconsistent.
Marquez, stop it. We don't want to hear that anymore.
Oh, come on,
we don't want to hear it. You're making my ears bleed.
Hayward cannot even make a 4 to 2 foot jumper.
Thank you, Gemini, for being nice about it.
And you think he's
where was you at for Hayward? Where was you at for Hayward when he was here?
I'm going to say, listen. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it again. Yeah, please, just wait.
When the last time you said this?
Wait till I'm done finishing what I'm going to say.
Okay.
When I say this. Gordon Hayward might not bring the shooting and what he needs to bring as a player, but again, when you look at these young teams trying to develop and be winners, organizations will look at these
like
older players and try to bring them in so
like
they can
Charlotte Hornets,
boost
young
up
team,
the players
young
they have
team,
now.
young team,
That's just what
young
I'm
team,
telling you.
like the Charlotte Hornets.
You
You,
can't,
you,
Marquez, you
it's
can't
a young
sprinkle
team like that.
No,
magical
no,
dust.
no.
There's no pixie dust
He's
out there
trying to
that you can sprinkle on Gordon Hayward to make him what you want him to be.
Grow.
When he was down
man.
in Charlotte
No,
Hornet for
no,
5 years
Hey,
and nobody
Dex.
developed under
hey,
him.
but
This
Dex,
not
hey
even
Dex, you know
pixie
what's funny?
dust.
Dex,
This
you
is
know what's funny?
this is powdered
Dex,
sugar
you know what's
that
funny?
he
They
trying to
said the
Yeah.
same
spill
thing
right
about Chris
now.
Nope.
Paul when they traded him over there.
It's
Same
putting
thing about
water
Paul
on.
George when they
It's
traded
just
him
putting
over.
water on. It's putting
How
water
many
on
guys
old
go
shit.
on?
It's putting water on old shit and make it smell more. That's all it
Like,
is.
like
It's
literally,
putting water on it and make it
OKC
smell.
has been building themselves for years, and you're trying to make it
Correct.
sound like Haywood has been a leader, has been that
But I'm
dude
saying no.
the
If
whole
you listen
time
to what
as
I'm
a
saying
Hornet
A
to
that
leader.
go over
OKC
to
has
bring
built their
that same
teams
thing.
of getting
Nah,
old veteran players and building their team up.
When you say
no,
Look at
veteran,
all the old players.
you
That
mean
was
I
leaders,
think
right?
this
that
was
was a
more of a
con.
cash dump.
Listen,
Mark,
we went
yeah,
talking
yeah. There
about
you go. There you go. You heard Gemini what he
OKC,
just said,
This was a cash
Marquez.
dump, bro,
SGA
for next year.
That's exactly what it
without
is.
trading the guy.
That's what you said at first, Dex.
Yeah,
Hayward,
that's what I said. But Marquez disagreed.
This
Yeah,
was a
no,
I
cash
you're
disagree
dump.
right,
because
right, right,
Hayward
right,
can
right.
actually bring defense to a team that needs defense.
But bring what?
Wait,
Bring
wait,
what?
wait, wait. Hold on. He
Bring
just said
what?
Haywood brings defense. Oh my God. Okay.
Marquez, you
I can
thinking
say,
in quicksand
listen,
real fast.
Boy,
listen.
what you
I
smoking?
can see
Put
Hayward being a better
put your
defender in the
camera on.
system.
Wait.
What is you
Okay,
smoking now?
flight. I don't need your supply no more. I got a better quality product. I
Nope.
need his supply. I
I
need
won't
his supply
Well,
right
Why do we
now.
hold on, hold on? Why do we
I
Marquez is
act
want
not
what
like?
you
alone.
smoking
I
You
mean,
got
too.
Slim
why
can
do we
hoop feel
act
the
like?
same way.
Why
Give
do
me
we act
some of that.
like?
Slim can hoop and
Listen,
Marquez is sitting in the tree.
good
Oh,
defensive
I'm telling you.
coaches know how to scheme players and their defensive inefficiencies. So
Wait. Haywood wasn't even a defensive threat when he was at Boston. So what are you
Boy,
talking about, my dude? He
right.
wasn't
I'm
even
saying
that
with the
when he
good
was on the
defense,
Jazz.
sir, for a team who's at the bottom of their conference, you should respectfully just hold on because the
What
Lakers'
you mean?
problems
We're
is
talking
based
about
on defense
Haywood.
too.
We're
Yeah,
talking
what the
about
Lakers got to
Haywood.
do
I'm
with
gonna
it?
Stay
go
on
ahead. I'm gonna go
topic.
ahead. I'm
Stay
gonna
on
just
Stay
finish.
on
course. Stay on
I'm
topic.
not
course.
trying to be
Stay
toxic.
on
I'm
Stay
not
on
topic.
trying to be
course.
toxic.
Haywood it hasn't been that dude even when
I'm
he
not
was with the
capping. If you
Jazz,
actually
dude.
look at his
He was
tape,
not playing defense even with the Jazz.
No,
So don't
no.
make it sound
Marquez
like
drive
Haywood
a
has been
that's
that dude.
cap.
F-150. That's what
That's
Marquez drive.
capping.
He
You
drive
know,
an
he was
F-150.
playing defense with the Jazz, sir.
Okay, you say he was
The guy
playing
was 22
defense.
years old.
Gordon
I
Hayward
mean,
was a
you know
pretty
what I'm
good
saying?
defender
Wait,
to his
no,
legs.
no,
We're
Let's
hold
start
talking
on,
there.
Dex.
down.
Wait, no, hold on, Dex. He said Haywood was
But
playing
if
defense as a
I'm
Jazz
trying to
player.
get, I'm trying to
No, he
put down
was
this Hayward
not.
point because I got more stuff.
And then even when he was at Boston, he was not known for defense. Then when he went to the Hornets, he's still not known for defense. And your
Exactly.
one point that you just tried to bring up is that he's going to go to OKC, be a leader, be a defensive terror. All of a sudden, come on, man, you worse than that man's wife right now. Cut it out. Stop
I'm not.
glazing that
I'm.
man
Exactly.
right
I'm.
now.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm
You
just saying
glazing that
because of
man
Yes,
right now.
you
OKC
are.
and their resume. And if you let me finish, I have literally information right here that can back my point up. I'm just literally reading it
I
off.
mean,
Come with the
Talk
stats.
hurry
about
up and
Come with
get
the
to it.
stats. Come with
OKC.
the stats.
I remind you, Lou Dort came into his own in OKC when OKC was in the bubble with Chris Paul.
We're talking about Haywood. You're bringing up the bubble.
No, but
Talk
if you,
about
sir,
Haywood.
if you let me finish, I bring up Chris Paul and I bring up Gordon Hayward because they're both what the NBA looks at as veteran players. And if you look at OKC and their organization, they've used veteran players to develop the young core talent that they've had. That's the number one seed in the Western Conference so far. So what I'm saying is,
I
if you're
only
already
remember Chris
winning,
Paul.
Wait.
That's the only person I
Dex.
remember is Chris
Hold
Paul.
on. If you hold
He
on.
comparing Chris Paul to Haywood and then trying to say
I'm
Haywood is going
comparing
to
Chris
bring that to
Paul.
OKC.
Listen, respectfully, Gemini, and how
Haywood is
I
not
see
that
it and
dude,
how
dude.
the NBA owners see it. Chris Paul hasn't really done. Hold on, as great as Chris Paul is, Chris Paul is just as
Other
a
than
liability
for
when it
being
comes to the
hurt in the
playoffs. It's
playoffs,
just as much as Gordon Hayward.
Chris Paul brings it in the season though. Hayward doesn't even bring it in the season,
Well,
my dude.
I mean,
Don't make it sound like he has
listen,
been that dude.
we're being a little evasive. Check this out. Let's go straight down the line. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander have touted the presence of Chris Paul and attached it to his ascension. Who in the hell have touted Gordon Hayward and been attached to him as accredited to their ascension?
Listen, no, what I'm saying is, and you exactly proved my point, Dex. SGA used Chris Paul to up his game. Lou Dort used Chris Paul to up his game. What I'm saying is that Gordon Hayward could come in, bring that energy, bring that veteran energy that a young team needs, especially when they got the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, mind you.
Marquez, was already with a young team. He was already with a young team and did nothing with their development. Actually, he arrested their development. That's my point. So how can you use that cross-line comparison when Gordon Hayward was with a young team and did not develop anything? Actually, he barely talked to the players. You know that, right?
I'm gonna say, listen, the reason why
he was disassociated himself.
Gordon Hayward, listen, Gordon Hayward has
Speaking of Gordon Hayward,
boosted, hold on, Gordon Hayward has actually boosted somebody's trajectory and actually this person, Donovan Mitchell, actually went to Gordon Hayward.
Actually, who did he Gordon Hayward boost? Who he boost?
He's talking about somebody that's on the opposite team. He's not talking about nobody that's on the same team.
Hold on. When Donovan Mitchell was drafted, the organization looked at Gordon Hayward as being one of their guys that Donovan Mitchell can basically look at his game and take pieces of his game and bring that into his own game. That's what
Donovan Mitchell say that.
No. Donovan Mitchell even said out his own mouth he was actually looking up to Dwayne Wade. He said that out his own mouth. So
Dwayne Wade
actually, what the organization says, what the organization said, and what the players actually do is two different things. No, bro, you're inventing shit right now. You really.
I'm not inventing anything. If you actually,
there's no way that Donovan Mitchell ever gave Gordon Hayward any credit for his game.
I'm telling you,
he came in as a rookie.
That's the biggest cap that I done actually seen. That's more
cap
than.
Okay, let's get away from that. Let's get back into the draft. Let's get away from that because we're giving too much time to Fuller.
I'm trying to hit you with an outside of the point.
No,
I'm trying to move on. It's not cap because organizations, sir. If you don't understand that,
we should be celebrating.
Hayward has not been celebrating. That's why everybody glad he left.
Except
even glad he left.
But we should be celebrating because I was over on Hornets Unlock Hornets or whatever that thing is, and that guy was very lamenting over the departure of Gordon Hayward and to some degree PJ Washington. Because some of the F-150 crowd really, hugged those players. I'm telling this guy, why are you sad? You locked on Hornets. This should be a jubilee. What the fuck, dude? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm posing the question.
Doug Branson.
How you see Gordon Hayward and how organization sees Gordon Hayward
for a guy that never showed you
different things.
Hey, Marquez, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, Vern.
Hey, all right, thank you, young man. Look here. Hey, you let me talk, right? You gave me a chance to talk, right?
Go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead. This is the question.
Okay, now look here. Give somebody else a chance to talk, please. That's all about it.
Hold on.
I'm going to
go ahead and drop off.
Marquez is short circuit. That's all. It's one of those times he just short circuit. He just didn't give up. He was fighting to be right, but there's no way he can get out of that maze. He trapped himself.
No, it's not that. It's just if you can't understand that organizations get veteran players to help boost their young core, whether it's a bad situation or not, then I don't know what to tell you.
You can't tell me that shit, so I don't know. Hey, you can't sell that shit. You can't even get that shit away.
It's just common sense. Believe it or not, what you want to say.
Hell no.
Okay, all right. Wait. hold on,
I'm
Vern.
just
Chief, do you agree with the statement that he is trying to bring on the panel? Do you agree with that? Because you follow the Hornets more than a lot of us. So I'm gonna push this to you, sir, because I'm tired of smelling horse manure. So I'm gonna shove it to you
oh well, you're a
and
Lakers
see
fan,
can
so you do that all the time.
it don't we're talking about
What do you
Haywood.
mean? What are
We're talking about
we
Haywood, and you
what are we
can't
doing
even
here?
stay on topic. So literally, you're trying to turn sugar to shit.
Yep.
I'm not. That's what the
You
Yeah, you
literally
organizations are
are.
are.
doing. I'm
You
just
Yeah,
giving you what
are.
the
you
organizations
are.
are
Haywood
trying to
has
do.
never been that type of dude.
Yeah.
The
OKC is
organization
doing
is making
well,
them that type
dude.
of dude. You don't see the problem
No,
with that?
okay, no,
No.
this is a cash dump for this summer,
Yeah.
dude. That's
You
all
Yeah.
this
keep saying it's a
is.
cash dump. You keep
Yeah.
It's
saying
a
it's a
cash
cash
dump
dump,
for
but I'm
this
telling
summer.
you,
That's all it is.
it's a cash dump, but they're going to use Gordon Hayward for different ways, and that's just a fact.
What
If you
different
don't think they're
ways?
using that veteran
What is he
leadership
gonna bring?
of Gordon
I
Hayward to help the young
okay,
core get better as players, I
wait.
don't know what to
How
tell
much
you.
playing time you think Haywood gonna get? Answer that question.
Honestly, I can see him maybe getting maybe 7 to 6 minutes because of the recent injuries with
7 and 6
OKC.
minutes a game.
Yeah,
Total game. Total game. He's only
seven
gonna
to
get
6 minutes.
7 to 6 minutes, and you really think that's gonna help develop a younger
That's
player?
about maybe
Man,
that's
shut the
about
front door and the
25
back
minutes.
door too.
Exactly.
I mean, we've seen guys respectfully.
Shut the
I can
front door and the
respectfully hold
back
on, hold
door
on, hold
too.
on. Respectfully, I can't. I don't want to go on your team, but your team is the biggest hypocrite in the world right now,
We're
and the
talking about
reason why.
Haywood. Look how
Let me ask the
ignorant you
question.
sound. We're talking about
Let me ask.
Haywood.
Let me
Stay
answer the
on
question.
subject for a
And
sec.
I'm trying to answer your
Stay on
question.
subject. No, you're not. Stay on
So
subject. We're
why
talking
is it
about
when I
Haywood.
bring in context for other teams, everybody else
We're
do it?
talking
So,
about
but when I do
Haywood
it, bro,
as
it's a
a
problem, bro.
player.
You gotta let me finish
No,
my
we're
point
talking
before you
about
just
Haywood as a
with the
player,
vitriol.
and you talking about everybody else situation other than about Haywood. And I can even go to even his college days. I could talk about him with the
Fucking God.
Jazz. I could talk about him with Boston. I could talk about him with Charlotte. You cannot do that. What you're gonna try to do is turn what we're talking about into something
No,
personal,
sir. If you
and then you're
actually
gonna
just
get
be
cursed
quiet
out.
and close your
So
mouth, I can
I'm not
actually
trying to
tell
curse
you
you out.
what you're getting confused on. Because
No,
you're
Hey,
not.
Haywood is not
If you're
that
gonna
dude.
if you're gonna represent me and say what I say it from beginning to end. Don't
You
all right.
sugarcoat
sound
it. Don't try to
okay,
cut
My,
different pieces
Wait,
out. If you
wait.
can't represent me in
Okay.
that way, bro, then don't speak for me.
I'll say it in
Because
the
in
way that
asking
you've
the
been
question,
giving
you're
it.
not speaking for him.
No. I will say it in the
You're
way
alluding
that
the
you've been
question to
shoveling
what
it
I've
the
said.
whole time. No, the way you've been shoveling it is that Haywood
I
is going to
haven't
be
been
this
shoveling it. I've
a
been giving you
dynamic
points that you
leader.
just don't
He's going to be a
mentally
hell by
understand.
defensive player, and he's going to bring
I mean, what do
everything
you want
that
me to say? You
OKC is
can't mentally
missing.
understand that. You can't mentally
That's
understand
what
that.
you're saying.
all
The
the
bulk
stuff
of
you
my
didn't
Haywood's
bring
argument
not that
is
last
dude.
year.
I'm gonna ask
the
a
bulk of
Haywood
my
is not
argument
that
is
dude.
that these organizations, I'm not saying Gordon Hayward's that dude, but I'm saying that in a situation where a team is already winning and you need veteran leadership, I be it Gordon Hayward, whatever you decide to do, bring Gordon Hayward in, I be it might not move the needle, but it can help the other wings develop
You
more
do
and
know they
maybe
got
add more
dogs.
skills to their game.
Let me
You
That's
ask
all
do
a
I'm
know they
question.
saying
got
to
When
you.
you get a
dogs, right?
chance to answer that question that's pinned on the screen.
Say
That's
again.
a good question.
Can we bring up why Book and Lowry are still there? Lowry, Lowry's gonna be bought out, or I think they're trying to move Lowry. So
He trying to move him, but nine
they trying
times
to
out of
move
ten,
him.
he's gonna get bought out.
If not, they're gonna buy him out. They already said that if they couldn't move Gordon and Lowry, it was talk that they was gonna try to buy both of them out, but they will try to move one or the other and buy the other one out. Whoever they can't trade between Lowry and Gordon is going to buy him out. So Lowry won't be there. He won't be there too much longer. Book, that's another whole conversation. Gordon Hayward in Charlotte was brought there to be a leader in Charlotte. This came from Mitch's mouth 4 years ago
Yes,
when they brought him there.
yes,
When LaMelo had to earn his minutes, the team was turned over to Gordon Hayward.
yes.
These are
And Terry
facts.
Rozier.
And Terry Rozier.
And what has Haywood done as a
So
leader? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chief. I'm sorry.
So when you look at it from that point of view, and you look at their body of work between then and now, right? You know, they have failed. They have failed to the point where Terry is acting like he didn't contribute to losing culture when he's talking in Miami about how the Charlotte have losing culture. And I'm asking myself, oh, you just going to sleep with the girl and leave because you got a new one now? It's like, no, buddy boy, you was in charge. Now, you can talk about the entire body of work of the Hornets all you want to, the Bobcat days, whatever. But during a stretch of time, you were responsible. You were the face. You was Jordan's favorites. You and Gordon Hayward both were. While LaMelo had to earn his minutes. When LaMelo Ball got his first All-Star the precise day after, or right when LaMelo got his All-Star, Mitch said, oh, that's nice, but Gordon Hayward is still the best player on this team. After LaMelo got his All-Star. You know what I'm saying? You know, so perhaps he'll do something in OKC that he has failed to do in Charlotte for 4 years. Oh shit, is this Pope?
What's good? What's good, families?
What's good?
So that's what I'm saying. You know, it's like, Gordon Hayward is an expiring contract, and they had to hunt to get something for him. He will go and ride out in the sunset in OKC. You know what I'm saying? They do not need to listen to him there. You know, one thing he brings is a body, maybe some scoring off the bench to help them if he plays. But I'm sure he'll be motivated to play now. He's around more people. He's around people more to his liking in OKC than in Charlotte.
Well, his wife been trying to get him out of Charlotte for the last 2 seasons, and nobody want to talk about that part because she been on social media heavy.
I don't talk about family members.
Can y'all update me on what's going on? Who the Hornets traded for? What's the splash? I kind of missed it. I apologize.
Hayward is out the door.
Hayward is out the door. Oh,
for who?
For Davis Bertans, Trey Man, and I can't pronounce the other guy that they got.
Grant Williams.
Grant
Williams.
Go ahead, Purple. Run it down for Pope.
No, I was talking about from OKC. For Hayward. They got a 30-year-old rookie. That's all I know. From the OKC deal, and then Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and I'm missing a player.
I
can't think. And 2 first-round picks, but they got protections on it. And I'm trying to find the tweet. Let me go to Woj to see what protections it is. But they both for 2027. But I'm missing a player from that Dallas deal, I feel like.
So Grant Williams, big light-skinned boy, right?
Yeah, yes, he's in Charlotte.
Okay, and then you say Trey Man from Clippers or from Thunder?
No, he was in Dallas. He came from Dallas.
Okay, I'm thinking of Terrence Man. Okay. So Man, you say Grant Williams, and what's the other?
And Seth Curry. Oh, and Seth. There you go. How did I forget about him?
Seth Curry. Has he played this year?
I know they said he was having some problems with Jason Kidd, so I'm not for sure. I don't think he has.
I ain't even seen him play this year, but okay.
Boy, poke low down. I had to come off mute. Poke low
down. So we basically they got rid of PJ Washington.
Yep.
Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward. They kept Miles Bridges though.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right now.
What's good, Pope?
What's good, Flight?
Yo, hold on. Before we continue, I want to congratulate my man Pope, man. I don't know if people paying attention or following him on IG. I see what you're doing, man. You impacting the youth, man, and there's nothing to be small-minded about. You know, you're really impacting the next generation. We get caught up on YouTube and our takes and all this other shit about who likes who and who like who. But my man Pope is out there impacting the next generation. And I think homage need to be paid, man. So y'all need to definitely pay some respect to the Pope. You know, and I see what you're doing, man, and I appreciate it, man. It's inspiring.
Man, thank you, man. And
that championship, man.
Yes, sir, man. Them boys they coming along. You feel me? I had them since I have half of the team. I got 10 players now. I had half of them since October. It's their first time being in a type of, travel ball, highly competitive type of situations. So we was getting our ass whooped at first, man. You know what I'm saying? But I stand back at what I believe and what I be teaching, and so the kids that's coachable, they caught on to it, and now they looking like a little bit of something. They just won their first couple chips last few weekends. So we handing out ass whoopings now instead of taking them. But
That's good, man.
yeah,
Keep it up, man. Keep doing what you're gonna do, man. You're gonna get better, man.
yes, sir.
It's a positive thing, man. What you got going on, and I see a lot of people don't highlight that. I want people on YouTube to see it, to know about it if they're not seeing it on IG.
Yes,
You know,
sir. I make sure to get the kids, man, the shoes, the whole 9 yards, man. You play for Coach Pope, you gonna have the full drip. You hear me? And I had to. I don't know if some of y'all who don't follow IG, I had my squad in the all black mellows. Two of them, little first graders in all black mellows, and the sixth grade squad in all black mellows. But my sixth graders start complaining and telling about it's slippery. They've been slipping in the mellows. And so we went on ahead and got some Giannis Antetokounmpos. You feel me? Like,
right.
you
Yeah. So I
know,
just want everybody to know before you say anything about him, make sure you add that he impacting the next generation of kids as well. So whatever you got to say, good or bad, add that at the end too.
right
All right.
on, man.
My bad.
Appreciate that, Flight.
No problem. That's what we do here is flight sports, man.
I see you've been coaching the young ones too, man. Keep that up. Keep that
Yeah,
up.
I've done. I don't want to get on to it, but I've coached before, but I haven't coached since I have my own kids. But actually, I ain't gonna lie, I did just coach my son. But I mean, I'm about to really get into it. But I want to say one thing. We'll get back to the thing you said. You brought up you losing. When I first coached for the first year as a head coach, I lost. I lost like every single game. I only lost one game. But after that, I was so upset, and I just stuck with me. The next two, after that, I only lost 5 games in 2 years. Ever since that day, so I lost 9 games my first season as a head coach. Every game I lost, and everybody thought I was gonna quit. I signed right back up as soon as that season was over. And I
Right.
made sure I got the right defensive people around me. I got a defensive assistant who knew how to break the defense, who knew how to put the full court press in. Once I started full court pressing, I learned how to break the full court press. Nigga, I was right there. Now I was bad to went to the next level. But
Yes, sir.
it's very time consuming, and I get it. It should take a lot of my whole everything. When you in it, you in it.
You
You
in
feel
it.
me? You
That's
feel
why
me?
y'all
So
don't
it's
see
like
me
I'm
on
not.
YouTube no more.
Yeah. You feel me?
That's exactly why,
That's
brother.
why I don't sign up. That's why I don't sign up. But go ahead. I don't want to. I don't. We're gonna get into this. It's a trade deadline. What's your thoughts on the situation that's going on, man? The Hornets, man. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
I think
PJ
they
Miles waving his way around. Rich Paul and them. They said it ain't happening today. God damn it. Go
right.
ahead.
Yeah, I think the Hornets, man, it ain't just the Hornets too, man. I think the league and all they trying to sabotage my boy Melo, man. It's like, come on, man, get this kid somebody package up. Should have been able to package up PJ and Miles and got one real legitimate, respectful hooper. Just go.
They
You
tried
already
to
got
package
Miller.
Miles. Miles vetoed it. They did try.
Who? Powell.
Miles, he vetoed his trade.
He vetoed it. Do he got a no trade clause in this?
Yep,
It's
because
not
of the
necessarily a
contract.
no trade clause, but he has, I think, a
Because if you ain't got a no
51%
trade clause.
right to stay or go.
Oh, and then he probably told whoever was trading for him that he not gonna re-sign, so they'll be wasting their time. That's how you can veto that. But I mean, well, we'll see, man. They got Grant Williams. I like his attitude on the court. He's a dog. They
What you
need
think
some
about
dogs.
Bertans? What about Bertans?
Per times from the Wizards, right?
Yeah, he a shooter.
And he a 7-footer, ain't he?
No, I don't think
Man,
he's
they
7
not
foot.
keeping him.
They still doing what they got with Kyle Lowry. Had they done anything with his
No,
contract or?
Flying
they
him
ain't
out.
do nothing with Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, they're
I'm
gonna
I'm
buy him
I'm
out.
okay
He's
with
not
Kyle
going to
Lowry.
even touch a Hornet. He's not going to touch a
They,
Hornets unit. Believe that.
I wouldn't mind seeing him out there because he's a shooter. He's shooting the best of his best career right now. He's just
Yeah,
a
I
he
think
don't he
veteran.
he's
don't want
going
to
to
be
be
there.
a sixer. I think Kyle Lowry might be a sixer.
He going to LA now.
He can't.
Nah, they don't
Yeah,
need him in
through
no LA.
yeah, through DeRozan and Kyles, I already said basically, Charlotte can forget it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he
yeah.
ain't going to
The
Charlotte.
same thing Reggie
Now what's
Jackson did last season. Same thing. Reggie
Yep.
ain't touching no Charlotte Hornets streets.
right?
I mean, yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's Grant Williams coming out, huh? I like Grant Williams. I don't know. Grant Williams over PJ Washington.
They
What
got a
y'all feel
lot.
about that?
I think they got a decent little package. I mean, for PJ, I mean, PJ is a good player. I think he's gonna be better out there in Dallas, unfortunately, because he's gonna be forced to. You're gonna be there with Kyrie and Luca.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna allow him to be. You're gonna have to dedicate yourself to the game. And because I want to do something later, man, about this guy. You understand about PJ, man? Because PJ was out in Charlotte going running amok. And I want to get into what he was doing out here and why the Hornets were losing. You understand? Because him and they were having too much fun. And I'm trying to figure. You got to think, what the hell, Miles? He's so rambunctious. You got Phoenix trying to trade for you. They this morning they said that they have turned their attention straight to Miles. So you telling me you fought like hell to stay in Charlotte? What the hell is it? Obviously, it's LaMelo because there's nothing else for you to be there. I'm trying to figure out how he just said, man, fuck that. I ain't going nowhere. I don't give a fuck. I'm being
It's the money
Exactly.
flight.
Yep.
What you mean
Like
the
Exactly.
that's
money?
exactly what
Yeah.
happened. Miles Bridges out there propitiating on bending knees, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Yeah,
LaMelo was the only one that was going to get me that $100-something million contract. I ain't going nowhere until I get it.
yeah. Because
That's right.
Plus,
that's what
That's right.
I was just gonna add, Phoenix would need his bird rights. It's irritating me that the guy is taking so long to text me back.
So how long is Mark Williams out and LaMelo Ball out?
LaMelo, they did a day on LaMelo. Mark Williams, they keep saying he's out, but they don't give information on when they're coming back. That's how Charlotte PR handles their injuries there. You don't know till he's back until he's like back. They don't give you like 3 weeks out or anything. Other teams will give more detail. Charlotte,
That's crazy.
they don't do
Oh,
that. They
they
don't
still
do that.
coming for you on this Brandon
But
Miller thing.
be
by the
Miller.
way, I did want to answer the other question that Pope asked about Grant Williams and PJ. Number one, the lights are going to be bright on PJ Washington. You know what I'm saying? Because some little tricks he played with LaMelo, he would not play those tricks with Luka Doncic. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? All the looking off of LaMelo Ball. If Luka called for that ball and PJ don't pass it to him, his ass will be deep in the bench immediately. Because Mark Cuban, that's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? Number two, I think that Grant Williams, as I said earlier, he's the VP of the National Basketball Players Association. He is from Carolina. And he brings an edge that team needs. He brings
For sure.
playoff runs. He's been in the battles in the playoffs. He's been in people's faces. He's knocked people down. You know what I'm saying? That's a different energy. It's a little too moist in Charlotte right now. They need
Yeah.
toughness there. They need somebody to get, if LaMelo gets touched too hard, somebody needs to get in someone's face. You know what I'm saying? That has been lacking in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying?
GW for sure.
Hey, I'm just saying,
And then
go
so
ahead.
Steph Curry, my bad, I don't mean to cut you off, my bad. I'm just thinking, I said Steph Curry too, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Seth is there too. Yep.
Because Steph do play defense on top of knock down threes and knock down his free throws and all that good type of stuff. That's a good thing. This Trey Man cat, I only really ever seen him play on 2K. That's the only time I ever.
I gotta do my homework. I think that dude is nice though. Dex know
Trey
about it.
Man,
Hey, I'm gonna let Pope finish. I
he
found
know he nice on 2K. That's what I'm saying. But in real life, I never really hear nothing about him. Or you know what I mean? On 2K, he nice.
I understand that. I finally found the Dex. He finally texted me back.
He says, this is what he said about Miles Bridges. I'm going to read the whole thing to you. It says, Miles Bridges is exercising his veto power against any trade this season because he's on a qualifying offer. It is essentially a 1-year no trade clause where he would have to approve any deal. In turn, he would lose his bird rights. So that's what it was.
I,
So,
I I I think I like this team. Then Bertel, I think yeah, that might be right. That might be all right. Grant gonna bring the grit. Grant gonna bring that grit. Seth gonna keep that floor spread. You bet not help off of him
yep,
while
I
LaMelo
told
got the
y'all.
rock. You bet not
correct,
help off of him. And then
correct.
you talking about Trey Man, he a good 2K nigga. He
Bertans
got
too.
that. And
You can't
Bertez
leave
too.
Bertans. Niggas
Yeah,
got
yeah.
two snipers.
Snipies. Yeah, yeah. And Grant can knock that bitch down too.
He
I
can.
mean, yeah, he can knock them up. He can knock him on down. So I mean, I wouldn't, but just as good as PJ Washington can knock him down, I think he can at least, shoot to that degree. And his mentality is stronger than PJ's. He fuck around and hit a big shot.
Yes.
Yeah,
And also, they're not going to get in the way of of LaMelo and Brandon Miller there. You
yeah,
know, they know their roles. They know what they can do. I'm not going to be seeing Grant Williams trying to do some saucy ass dribble when that's not his game. You
right.
understand what I'm saying? You're not going to see Seth doing too much. You know what I'm saying? If the play
Smart player.
if the play break down, they're gonna look for LaMelo or Brandon Miller to set it back up, or if they're on the bench, whoever the point guard is, and then they'll reset the play or whatever. So that helps with identifying the pecking order, who's the guy, and it helps organize them better because they have been disorganized when they play. They break down to ISO plays and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So now you can see the actual a team actually playing on the floor where everybody know what the hell they're supposed to do instead of all this damn your turn, my turn shit that's been in Charlotte for 4 years.
I agree with you, but that's the main reason why I was trying to get the 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 young man to understand that Haywood did not take over leadership duties like he was supposed to.
Yeah, and that's all I was going to ask. I want him to demonstrate that part of it. And what would he bring to the table? I mean, you say he was a leader, so who did he mold and shape in Charlotte that they can say publicly that Gordon Hayward, me being with him has caused me to, you know, increase my game, or I go to Gordon Hayward as my vet. That wasn't talked about in Charlotte. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
but that's why he went with the reach of the old Jazz players and with Mitchell. I mean, and that was a stretch because Mitchell and Hayward don't even play the same.
Yeah, but but what did he in Boston? I mean, it's like even there. I mean, there was strife in Boston when he was there. Yeah,
yeah,
it
Yes,
was there.
yes,
He didn't calm them down in Boston. I mean, he didn't pave the way for Tatum and Brown. They took it from him. It is what it is. And he ran with his tail between his legs to Charlotte. That's how that happened.
yes.
I mean, so that is what it is. Terry's in the bright lights. Whatever he think he is, he got a chance to prove it now. He in Miami. The lights are bright in Miami. The
Can
lights will be
anybody
bright.
address Dre's question on the
What Drake
screen?
said?
What question he got? Hold
No
on.
more Gordon. Terry Rozier excuses. LaMelo's now the undisputed leader. He needs to deliver. Yeah, it's time, baby.
I,
Oh,
I
yes.
don't disagree.
Oh, no, it's time.
Yeah,
And I've said this year. I remember when I was sitting my last time sitting on the lit house, I said this. I said, right across from Rev, look, this is year one for LaMelo Ball, Rev. I said that. I said, because now we have to see. Now he has the keys. Now he really has them. Now we see
Yeah,
what he
he got
does.
him
Now,
now.
now we're going to see what he does with the keys, right?
right.
Unfortunately, he should have been given this much earlier. They delayed the process. So
Hmm.
I am not ready to question LaMelo's leadership yet. I want him to get into the car and get comfortable driving it first. And then once he's in the car, and now that he has players that are willing to fall behind him, fall in line with him, unlike what was going on over the years, now we'll see how his style is. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how he leads the team. We see how he will rally the team, and I've seen it, you know what I'm saying, and everything. And there's different ways to lead, he doesn't have to be Jordan and Kobe in people's faces and all that stuff. That's why you bring Grant Williams down to do stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? You bring Grant Williams down there to be the one to do the yelling and stuff. That's why Steph has Draymond to do that stuff, so that Steph can focus on being the overall face and star of that team. And then, honestly, there's the leader. The leader needs a general or two. Let the generals bark. Let the leader lead. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to.
I want to ask y'all a question about another team, because obviously the deadline is just past the 3:00. What's up with DeJounte Murray? Obviously, he survived the deadline. It seemed like what I thought was going on was they was trying to just, I guess, get him sparked up. And I think it helped. When Murray's name was in trade rumors, you seen game winners and all kind of shit. It was like they poked the bear. It was like they needed to wake him up. And I think playing next to Trey is affecting him to a certain degree where he's not giving his all. He got to play like Trey don't exist. And I don't know their relationship either. I'm sorry, go ahead. Maybe I jumped.
No. The problem is, and I hate to say this, even LaMelo has this within his game. A lot of the rebounders of fellow people on the court don't know when to actually go down, because you don't know when they're going to shoot. LaMelo and Ice Trey, you do not know when they're going to shoot. So you do not know, like, when is the play actually broken down, because you do not know when they just going to fire it up. And they fire it up like a Hollinger. I'm not mad at them for doing that. That is a part of their game. But it's hard to play with someone like that on the court. It really is. And both of them have that within their game. The good thing is they make the majority of them. So as much as you want to critique
Trey gotta
them
let
on
Murray, but Trey gotta let Murray be Murray though.
But hold on. When Atlanta actually got him from the Spurs, they knew that they was bringing in a point guard. They're converting him to a shooting guard. That is the other difference within his game. So they're trying to turn him into a shooting guard. He's a point.
It was a questionable fit too. A lot of people questioning the fit, but then people thought, man, you just got to get another All-Star in there with Trey. Similar to like with Melo, when they was like, man, I say, man, trade for fucking Donovan Mitchell. Man, I just get another All-Star with Melo. I don't give a fuck. Just get another. We'll figure this shit out later. That's what Dallas did. That's what Dallas did.
DeJounte was literally campaigning to join the Hornets before Trae Young stepped in to move Trey.
DeJounte would have been perfect with the Hornets.
DeJounte wanted to come. DeJounte wanted to catch one of those between the legs alley-oops from LaMelo. He wanted to continue that. He wanted to make that their exclusive play. He said so, but Trey. Yeah, look, Trey saw it and said, "No, you can't go to LaMelo Ball. I'll be cooked if you got over with LaMelo Ball." A lot of this, and let me tell you something, man. A lot of this is in preparation. The East knows once LaMelo Ball get a right team, the East know they're cooked when LaMelo get it right. They know they're cooked. They're cooked, and now they can see the writing on the wall, bro. Once LaMelo and Brandon gel together, a healthy Mark Williams. You know what I'm saying? And then they got all the other pieces around them. They can make moves in the summertime to keep Miles or trade him for something good, depending on what their vision is for him. Is that still yet to be seen? A lot of people saying.
I want to get your thoughts on something else too.
What is it?
Buddy Hield. I think that was a mistake. I think that was a mistake.
Philly paid too much. Philly
That was
paid
a,
too
to me. That was
much.
a fleece. That was a fleece to me. I
You
think they
think? You
gave up
think?
too
What
much.
you think? Who got fleeced?
Philly did.
Philly did.
I
They
gotta
gave up
break
too
That
down
much
man,
that
money.
trade.
that
That
boy
that, that
not
was one of
worth
the
that.
first trades that popped up this morning.
And
Go
that boy
ahead.
not worth that. He is not worth no those second round picks. All three of them is not worth it. Just for
Yeah, that
him.
was too much.
No.
That was too much for Buddy Hield. That's too much. I think that was too much. I think they could have made Daryl Morey work a little more. Well, I mean,
All
they
I
worked
know,
Daryl Morey shit, but go ahead, Purple.
no, I was just gonna say, ticking clock for Joel Embiid. That's all I'm gonna say. That
And what
man
I
Well, I
on
will
mean,
say about Joel
time.
Embiid, the Knicks need to stay the hell away from him, man. I hope the Knicks don't take the bait. Because I think eventually he is
Wait a
gonna ask
minute.
out, and I just feel like the Knicks just gonna put the house on the table for him. And this is
Flight.
just the classic New York Knicks shit. We get to play him when it's all over.
What's up, New
I don't
York?
want that.
New
What's
York.
up?
New York is talking about. New York is
Woo!
talking about getting Embiid.
Bovine. Hold on. Bovine. That's why I said I could, man. Yo, Chief, man. It's gonna be a listen.
What's up?
We gonna talk, Chief. We
All
got
right.
we
Yeah,
got
we gonna talk
now. I
later.
mean, we got this. We got this. Yeah,
Y'all
listen,
been
man. I
hey,
think
y'all been
New
liking the
York.
videos. Y'all been liking the videos me and Flight been doing. I've been liking them, man. You know what I'm
What
saying?
what,
You
what
yeah.
know.
y'all think about that?
Yeah, I've been saying them.
Good. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I've been
Purple. Have you
liking
been seeing any videos?
Yes, I can. I mean,
Yeah, you
yes,
got.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we
I've
gotta.
been
Some of y'all. I
spacing
mean,
out.
it's getting to the point where some of y'all, like guys, like even you, Purple. We gotta try to find somewhere we could do stuff like that too as well. Like y'all are like some. Y'all are real loyal, to the channel. Purple, you've been like, and I want to put y'all out there as well. On videos or some of the things we talk about. I think will be some good things in the future.
Thank
So
you.
I'm gonna put my phone number or an IG in the chat before the stream is over. Y'all can figure it out, or we can link something up or in the futures and shit like that. Oh, he already got my number. Everybody else got my number. I just need to put my shit in the chat.
Uh,
Yeah, you good? Go ahead.
you
I'm gonna
saying conference
ask.
room.
I want to ask Bartran and Gemini something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you
Yeah.
know the new rule, obviously the 65 games. How now that it's an official thing now because we see with Embiid, he's out the MVP race, right? How much
Hmm.
do you think this will affect long-term deals that specifically rookies agree to, as far as them knowing if I don't play 65 games now because my body can't hold up, do I sign this deal, long-term deal or not? So, what do y'all think about that? Just as far as the incentive money.
Go ahead, Gemini.
As far as if they're on their rookie deal, it's not going to matter. Now, it just depends on how long they sign their rookie deal for. Because you can sign a rookie deal for at least 3 years to 5 years. So if they're not a lottery pick and they just sign a 3 year deal, it technically doesn't hurt them to their second contract. Even if they sign a 4 year deal, doesn't hurt them to their second contract. Now, for the ones that's in the lottery, it's going to hurt them because if they're not producing, it's going to make now the fans are going to really be able to see, and they're going to chatter about, oh, well, you better not pay them the big money on the Knicks contract because look at the games that they play. We bring them up because we're on the panel, right? But the
Hmm.
average fan that's in the chat, they don't follow how many games they played. What are the analytics? What are their stats? What are they defense rating? What was the offensive rating? Like how their lateral movements are. Like all the stuff that we literally go over and talk about, the average fan don't. But now they will be educated on it, even if they don't want to be. As soon as somebody, I guess, play 55 games in the season,
Hmm.
and it's right before their contract year, but they play 55 games. So they their contract is coming up in the summer, right?
Mhm.
They gave 55. Now they at the table talking about, yeah, I want that bag now. I want that bag. Man, how can I give you this bag? How can I justify this to the fans now? So it actually helps the GM with negotiations to a point.
Even with the incentives, because Embiid basically, for whatever reason, I guess it was tied to his contract this year. I don't know. With his
No, no,
incentive,
no. He hit his incentives because he was MVP already. So his incentive is already hit. Now, can he ask for big money? Because when you talk about Embiid, Embiid has been told since his rookie year, lose weight. What did he do? He lost like 10 pounds and then put on 15 pounds. Then the next year after that, he put on 5 more pounds.
Come on, them
How,
pregnant pounds, Gemini.
hey, how does that help his knees? And the only reason why I track it is because we was the same ones telling them not to draft Ben Simmons because he don't want to use his J, right? So everybody was caught up in the process. I was tracking the process. It is what it is. So
fact.
will it hurt them long term if they're not a lottery pick? No. If they are a lottery pick, it's literally gonna hurt them because you either produce or, like the old people say, either shit or get off the pot because you're not gonna get that bag.
Yes, and I think injury history, I think, will play a role in the draft in their draft stock as well.
Hmm.
Purple. I think it'll because of the load management. There's a whole lot of things that have to be rethought, in my opinion. Parents are going to be very careful on this AAU circuit, and they're going to have to pay
Yep.
attention to. They're going to have to pay attention to the bodies of their children and don't just throw them out there. You know what I'm saying? That every chance they get, you got to go. No, no, the parents are going to have to incorporate some type of training and doctors into their children early on. You know, I mean,
Recovery,
yeah, that's right,
recovery.
Gemini. That's right, Gemini. They're going to have to start incorporating this as a part of training, not just putting them on the court. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain point, they're going to have to get to the point where there are certain tournaments their children may not play in because the conditions won't be helpful to their bodies in terms of wear and tear. All that stuff. Wise parents will begin to look into that. If you train your children, you better start looking into it because if this becomes since this is becoming an issue in the pros, if you go through getting their toe up, they're not going to want you to pay. They're not going to want to pay the money. Your draft stock will fall. And I sense purple more and more. And we'll see if the owners can slide this through the Players Association. That may be also a part of these deals, that may influence even how much they get coming in the door. And along with staying playing a certain amount of time to get rookie of the year, to get all these other awards, which is connected
Yep.
to their bags. You know what I'm saying? So health and the maintenance of health to be available to play is going to be a big deal. And so if you're not prepared, or if you've ran your children to the ground to get them to the NBA and now they got on these issues, be careful. That's what
Well,
I'll say to a purple.
not just the NBA. Like me, I play full sports.
Yeah, all of it.
So I did not know anything about recovery. The only thing I know about recovery was ice up and heat up. I didn't know nothing about sauna treatments. I didn't know about getting any type of massages, any supplements that will help my ligaments. I didn't know none of that. Parents are actually going to have to learn that
Yes,
because
yes.
you will not be able to put your kid through what we went through to try to make it
That's right.
because
Uh,
it's gonna hurt them on the long run.
Even have to learn how to do it themselves. Mama, you got to massage that boy when he come home. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Flight, if
Hmm.
he's still here, casual backstage.
So that's the part where I think it literally just gives. the team and the GMs a little more wiggle room for negotiations. But other than for that, players are really going to have to start like being professional.
Yeah, early.
Like because if they're not, they're going to miss out on so much money that's left out on the table.
Mm.
That's right.
Th- th- think about it like this, Purple. You have a player that signed for 120, but he qualified for 210.
Mm-hmm.
He signed for 120 though. And
Mm.
I'm talking about Irvin. Irvin
Mm.
signed for 120. Well, 126. But he qualified for up to 210.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money that was left on the table, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm about to hop off, man. I appreciate everybody. I
Okay,
gotta
Big Chief.
I gotta get my stream ready in about an hour. So the tribe is
Put
ready. They itching.
put put
It,
put your link in the private chat for me.
put the link in
And
the private chat. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I'll put the link in the private chat. Yeah, because they are the tribe is itching for a conversation.
yeah. But
So I'm gonna get ready.
I appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate you. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you, Purple. Thank you, everybody on Flight
right.
Sports.
Yeah, I think I feel sorry for Embiid because I'm like he was so close. He was the clear runaway winner. And whatever. It's
But
bad.
but that's what happened when you don't take the game seriously though. Like for real, Embiid it can be that type of dominating player that we have seen that's like a hint of and I hate to kind of do comparisons, but a hint of Shaq with a hint of Joker, right? Like he
Hmm.
can kind of give you that. But the thing about it is you can tell he doesn't take the game seriously because every summer there's always a medical report of something where the medical staff or doctors have told him something about his health. Like this has been since he has been in the league. Remember, he didn't even play when he first came in.
Hmm.
Now look at what he's developed into, but look at the way that he conducts himself. With the way that he conducts himself, now I'm not asking him to go out there and literally be a gorilla, a dog in the paint. But notice the games that he do it, and notice the games that he don't.
Hmm.
Notice the energy that he gives.
And
Note,
then you can go.
go ahead,
No,
go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say also. I didn't realize Jimmy Butler had been. I don't know if they was sitting him or if he was out. I mean, if he was injured or whatever was going on. But he's almost close to not qualifying for anything either. And I was like, that's
Jimmy
terrible.
was hurt. Jimmy has been hurt, but also Jimmy has literally taken that time with Haquez. Even though he's been hurt, he's still been at the training facility with
Yeah.
Haquez. Like but it shows because it is not just the organization that's saying it. The video proves it. The Haquez actually, if you look at their timeouts,
Hmm.
Jimmy is in his ear.
Hello.
Look at you. Mm. You happy with your Bucks did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man,
Not enough. Not enough. But
y'all, I'll be honest to you. Y'all did something that I'm actually confused about. Cause y'all finally let one of the brothers go and y'all got cash considerations back. How did y'all finally let Robin Lopez go?
what would you like? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Y'all traded Robin Lopez to the
The
Kings and
Sacramento
y'all
Kings.
got
Yeah.
yeah, and y'all got cash back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm actually shocked y'all traded one of the brothers. I thought y'all
You
would have
are?
got rid of yeah, because I
No.
thought it would have been one of the Antetokounmpo brothers gone first.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, no. Robin Lopez was he wasn't good. He wasn't making it didn't make any sense. And unlike Giannis, Brook Lopez don't got that much say so in the front office to where he can keep his
Don't
brother.
point that out like that, man. Don't point that out like
You
that.
know, you know what had to happen. Plus, they had to make more space because I don't think they're done. I am very confident, especially them trading for Patrick Beverly. I didn't even think of Patrick Beverly, even though he was a good option all along. But I didn't think that was who they were going to go for. But buyout market is going to be real interesting because I don't even think we even got fully gotten the full effect of what this trade season is going to be for everybody. Because even the 76ers getting Buddy Hield, that's amazing. But that ain't their problem.
Huh?
That's not their problem. That's not their problem.
I don't think that was. I think they fleeced themselves. I really think they fleeced themselves.
I agree
That
because Shake Milton was playing well for them.
yeah, like I don't agree with what they did. Like his value at best is maybe 2 second-round picks. But when you throw a third one in there, it's like wait. That now you making it sound like he was worth the first-round pick. No, he's not. Like don't do that.
I mean,
mean, three.
if whatchamacallit is worth the first round pick, what's the guy?
Talking
PJ
about Marcus
Washington.
Smart.
No, PJ Washington. Wouldn't you say?
We got breaking news. There's a report coming out of Philadelphia that they want Kyle Lowry. So the Charlotte Hornets may be doing something with them. Who knows what's going on? Well, obviously not a trade.
I'm about to say, the trade deadline's over. That's why I said I think
the buyout. Pardon me.
Yeah, I think the buyout is where we're going to get the full effect of the season because there's so many people that just got traded that they're not gonna make it to the team. Like they're gonna get bought out immediately, and they could go out and help.
Oladipo just got cut. He might as well just go ahead and cut ties, man. His career going out too sad. He should just stop while he ahead.
Who
you talking about?
Who you talking about, Flay?
Victor Oladipo.
Vic gonna be on the buy market.
They just cut him.
Yeah, he gonna be on the buy market. I already knew that.
No, he gonna be on the free agent market. He just got cut.
Oh, well, I mean, he got injured. He got injured in Miami. Re-injured. I'm sorry.
I mean, he can still get signed. He can still get signed somewhere else.
I don't think the value. I think literally he rushed himself back to try to play for Miami, and it's hurting him in the long run.
The Hornets' nightmare is finally over. It's crazy because that fraud that's at the helm and the head coaching seat is still there. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, who can you see Vic on?
No, I can't see. I can see Victor Oladipo on the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, the problem with Victor Oladipo is he's given a much larger role than what his body can
take on. Yeah.
In Miami, they was looking at him to do something. He need to go somewhere where they not asking him to do shit. You know,
he need to go somewhere to where, like, I think it wasn't that they were asking him to be like a pivotal part of the grand scheme of what they were trying to do. It was the fact that they were trying to put so many minutes on him. They were trying to get him to play 25 minutes a game because of his defensive value when he's on the court. But his body just can't take that. So I feel like wherever he goes, the most he can play is give you 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Put him out there for 15 minutes and let him, you know what I'm saying, give you the best he got on the defensive end and then sit his ass out. Because if you play him for long minutes, he's already shown you for the last 5 years now, he can't handle an 82 game season of playing 25 minutes or more.
I mean, I'll say this. With this last draft, I would have agreed with you if this last draft wouldn't have been so stacked with shooting guards and small forwards. With this last draft, the way that it was so guard heavy and small forward heavy, that's the only point where I disagree because I don't see the value of bringing him in halfway towards the end of the season. Like I do not see
If
a
you're a
team that's
championship team,
gonna.
if you're the championship team, do you want to get the young guard that you'll have it take a little time to groom them, or would you want the veteran guard that knows what it takes? It's just he can't play as many minutes.
I'll say this. With his injury history, I will keep my young guard and let him go through the growing pains because and it's hard because even when Miami was rebuilding, they was looking at him as a leader when he came. And for the not just the way he went down, is how long he was down for. Then he rushed himself back. Then he re-injured it. Well, once he got injured, he was never the same. So I will add that part too. But then when he came back, is like he was the things he was trying to do, he wasn't even trusting his body to do again. So as far as him being out right now, if I'm a champion, if I do think I am a championship contender, as far as right now, especially with this last draft, I would not bring him out. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. If I'm a team trying to make the playoffs, I bring him in. But if I'm a championship contending type team, nah, I'm not bringing him in.
How did y'all feel about the PJ Washington trade?
They got the best in which they could get for him. I'm just trying to find out the what's the name of the
I didn't know it
picks
was
they
worth
got, because they said they got protections on it from
They got
2020.
well, I mean, whatever the protections is, it was a first round pick. Like as long as if it's lottery protected or even top 20 protected, I mean that doesn't matter because we imagine Dallas Mavericks are going to be in the postseason, right? So
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, because you know how you said shout out to San Antonio because the rich are going to get richer. Because along with Charlotte and Toronto and this one more team, they all owe San Antonio
Detroit.
first round picks. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that is true. Well,
That's
that's why they need to stack up on first round picks, and it's not going to be their picks. Like they need to stack up on other people's picks, and that's why um them getting what they got for PJ Washington was a little bit of a surprise because they got people that actually make sense for this roster while also getting a draft pick that can be able to make the future look a little less bleak. The trade for Gordon Hayward, I was a little disappointed. Yeah, I was a little disappointed because
why disappointed?
Disappointed just because curious more than anything because they said draft compensation, but I don't know exactly what's in detail.
Yeah, I didn't find it either. I'm still waiting on it.
Yeah, so I need details on that, but I'm a little bit disappointed just because Trey Mann is fine, but why are you taking on Davis Bertans' contract?
I told you.
Flight say he's the sniper. Flight say he's the sniper. Flight say he's the sniper. Cut it out.
I don't think they're gonna buy him out. I just think they're gonna trade him.
Bertans, I mean, granted, I mean, for the years he played in Washington and that one season with Dallas, he was a sniper. But one, he hasn't been healthy, and then two, he's terrible defensively, and he doesn't shoot at a high enough volume that reasons you
at a high enough clip. Go ahead, say it with your chest.
Yeah, he didn't shoot at the volume that would make him.
And honestly, as I'm thinking about Trey Mann, I'm gonna see how him and Nick Smith look together, but I don't think they keeping him neither. I'm sorry. I think they got both of those guys. I don't think they keeping none of those guys from OKC, to be honest. I think they
What do you
got them.
mean?
They need some assets to trade.
No, two
Now
out
y'all
of
keeping
three.
Trey
I
Man.
think they're
Y'all keeping Trey
keeping.
Man.
Yeah,
Y'all keeping
yep.
Trey Man.
Y'all keeping 2 out of 3. That other dude. I don't want to mispronounce his name though.
I don't
The
know.
other
You
guy.
know,
I think y'all gonna cut him. I think y'all gonna
You
cut
talking
the
the
about
30
Dallas
other
year
guy.
Bertans,
old.
or you talking about Mitchich?
Yeah,
Mitchich? Uh
yeah. I think he's gonna get cut.
I think he'll probably be at the back of the at the bottom of the bench, but I think y'all keeping Trey Man because Trey Man is that
But
backup.
why
Yeah.
he's 6'3"?
Huh?
What you gonna do with Nick Smith then? Because you still got
Uh,
Kobe on the
well,
roster. I'm
Trey.
telling you,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah.
I'll let you go.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's not that I don't like Trey Manning, nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, Cody makes more money than him. And so you like
So they're
and
not gonna be here forever. Trey Man, if I'm correct, I
how
think
long
he's
is this deal?
23. He's 23 years old.
No, I said how long is this deal?
Uh,
I don't know. Hold on.
Because I don't dislike him or anything. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm interested to see him in because I'm thinking that's what Clippers don't do.
It's a 4-year, $14 million deal he's
And
on,
I don't
and
know how they gonna do that then.
he has 2 years left. Well, 1 year after this season. So, I mean, and the safe part about it is one, it's a rookie deal, and then two, the upside that Trey Man has. I mean, like y'all gonna suck anyway. What's the trouble in this?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Like, would you run? Of course, off the bench because one of the
No,
most.
you definitely don't run a 2 guard lineup. That
That's
I
what I'm saying. Like, unless
yeah.
they trade Nick Smith, they gon'
No, you
because
don't trade Nick Smith.
so, but again,
Nick Smith is a 2 guard. He's a 2.
and I definitely agree with you there. And I
Yeah,
know
because he's more of a scorer.
yeah,
Trey Man shows capability of being a facilitator. So
yeah,
if
I
you put
know.
him in
I remember him
if you put him in their proper roles, I mean Nick Smith Jr., if we're talking about the upside of him, is like basically what Terry Rozier just brought you. Like you just got
with
that nigga.
defense. Yeah,
So
with defense.
exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
all you're doing is essentially moving what your starting lineup philosophy was, having Terry Rozier at the starting lineup, you moving that to the bench and giving Nick Smith Jr. opportunity to
Over
produce at
Seth
the
Curry. Over Seth.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Seth Curry is going to get traded. Either it might be during the offseason. No, it won't be during the offseason. It'll be next season. During the season next season, he's getting traded, and you're getting your draft. You're getting some draft compensation for him. And my prediction is the plan is to have Seth Curry go ballistic shooting wise because that's what he does.
Shout out to the Lakers.
And then you're going to you're going to help him up his trade value, similar to what you did with Terry Rozier this season. And then once he gets it to a point of where like you feel like you can't get much more than this, trade that nigga for draft compensation to a title contending team.
Yeah, I know they trading something, but Bertans they are not keeping.
Bertans. Well, no, Bertans doesn't make sense. I don't know why they got him.
Well, they needed to. I heard that the money was moneying. That's all I'm gonna say.
The money was
money.
money.
They put out that deal. Because Lord Jesus, I was like, I felt so bad for him because I'm like, dang, Dallas. Dallas said, yeah, you're going to get up on out of here, go to OKC. OKC, said, yeah, you're going to get up on out of here and go to Charlotte. That's crazy.
I mean, he does. He is one. He only has one more year after this.
Yeah,
season.
I know.
So, I mean, I could see the reason for them having just trading for him and then let him be on his expiring contract and just
let him live peacefully.
I don't know. What I will say, this is what I'll say. The Charlotte Hornets did very good this trade deadline
No, Mitch Kupchak did very well.
You right. You okay? Mitch Kupchak did right this trade deadline. You righted some wrongs that were made over the past few years in a span of a week.
Yes, sir.
Um, a little bit of disappointment from the standpoint of the Miles Bridges situation.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
trying to understand.
yeah, yeah. A little bit of disappointment there. But when you consider how dysfunctional this franchise has been for the better part of the last 5 years, or really longer than that, but specifically in the LaMelo Ball area, the last 3 years, like this is a win. This is a win. I don't really care how the mistakes that are still there. You still got done what need to get done. Got rid of Terry Rozier, got rid of Gordon Hayward. You got some versatile wings in the case of Grant Williams. Like I don't really see a reason to really complain. And you got some young assets while also having some draft compensation. So there's a lot of upside here. The question is, what we doing about that fraud head coach, man? We got to get that nigga up out of here. What we doing?
He's stressing. He's gonna go. He's got to go be with his family. He's gonna gracefully bow out. I can see the end of the year press conference right now.
Yeah. We gotta. He needs hugs. That's what he needs. He needs.
Shut up. That fucking visual.
He needs hugs.
Give me hugs. But do you think they're gonna? Cause see, I also think with this deal that I feel like the new owners is gonna max out. I was about to say Max Christie. I don't know why I'm thinking about him. Miles Bridges.
Miles need a hug. Is crazy, Rob God. That's crazy. What'd you say, Kurt?
Do you think they're gonna max out Miles Bridges? Because remember, before he got in trouble, he wanted like 130.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. So
I don't think they should. But the best time to trade him. I mean, if you weren't going to sign him, the best thing you could have did was trade him. And it doesn't look like it. Well, no, it's already secured. That's not happening. So
shout out to Rich Paul, greatest agent in the land.
Big Al, I was saying that I was disappointed in the sense of the Gordon Hayward trade specifically, just because I thought that they could have got a little more than just essentially a backup point guard and Trey Man, who's a young guard, but has upside, but a backup point guard. Another expiring contract and Davis Bertans and only one draft pick. I thought they could have got a little more than that. So that's why I said disappointment. But overall, I'm not disappointed.
I think
they have the money now to go get a star, at least.
Don't do that. 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 Don't do that.
No, I say they have the money to now.
Oh, okay.
They
just
got
don't do that.
I'm telling y'all that money is for Bridges. That's clear as day.
I wouldn't give Bridges no more than 72 mil. If y'all give Bridges more than 72 mil, y'all need to shoot yourself.
That's
sorry.
LaMelo's fault.
Yo,
that's
hey,
LaMelo. That's his boy.
If y'all give him more than 72.
Because first of all, I wouldn't have let him come back and have a no trade clause. That's crazy.
No. What they did was actually to behoove him to not take and go somewhere else, because he did have the option to go somewhere else. At that time, he had his own rights.
Yeah.
When he resigned, if he wouldn't have resigned with y'all and just went to somewhere else and really like rode the bench for this season, but signed like a 1+1 deal, that would have screwed y'all, because y'all wouldn't have got nothing in the long run with his situation. So y'all actually did y'all self a solid by letting him control the destination point, because that's basically all y'all gave him. Like, it's not a no trade clause. Y'all only gave him an opportunity to decline a destination. That's the only thing y'all gave him.
To be quite honest with you, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think Miles Bridges is going to get paid $20 a year. Wherever he gets paid, he's going to get paid $20 a year. My logic
think
is
he's not worth 70. He's not valued over 72.
That's fine. That's
what
fine.
I feel.
I think. Do you think? All right. So I'll ask you these questions. Okay. I'll just ask you these questions. Do you think he's of the caliber of Draymond Green?
No.
I say what where you can run the offense through him.
No. Just as far as production wise.
Production wise, he's better than Draymond Green.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Oh,
do you think? No. I'm asking these questions because these are the contracts that I'm looking at, and I think that he's in that. If he's not there, he's around that ballpark. Right?
Well, Draymond Green bought rings, so give me another player.
I got you.
Draymond.
I got you. Do you think he is of the caliber of Tobias Harris?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I say that.
Okay.
That's a more comparison.
Yeah.
That's a more comparison. But Tobias' problem, and that's the main reason why they paid him, is because they paying him to play out of position. Where Bridges' situation is, at the first body before his situation, he had a small forward body. Now he's developing into a power forward type body, if that kind of makes sense.
No, it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense.
So do I think he's gonna get a big check in Charlotte? I would, if I was that organization, I wouldn't hurt myself with that, because you need.
But we agree. We agree
another
there.
seat.
Yeah, we agree there. And this is the last one. Is Miles Bridges of the caliber of Kyle Kuzma?
Oh.
Is he around that ballpark? Is he around that ballpark?
I actually gotta say, with style of play and everything, I will give him better than Kuzma.
No.
No. Here's why. Because
Okay.
Miles can actually play both positions and defend at both positions, which is small forward and power forward, which is the same thing with Kuzma. The only thing Kuzma does not do is help on defense. So not because he doesn't have the lateral movement. Yes, he does have the lateral movement,
overall better
but
offensive player.
offensively. But Miles play both sides of the ball. So
Mm.
I'd rather have somebody on my team that I know can play both sides of the ball.
That's fine. Okay, basically what I'm getting at is everybody that I just named are getting paid 20 to 25.
The contract is higher. The contract is higher. I knew what you was getting at.
Yeah. And so basically what I'm saying is, basically what I'm saying is if he doesn't have to be better than these players, but when he comes to the front office and he says, "All right, it's time to talk about my contract, man. I just got paid $7 million a year. I've overcompensated for that contract.
Yeah, I'll play my contract.
These are the names that I firmly outplayed numbers wise. Production.
But it depends on the market too.
But that's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the funny part about that part. What do I always speak about when I talk about the contracts that's being done from here on out?
The CBA, yeah.
The new CBA, and with that new money coming in, you remember? Sorry, excuse me. You remember in 2016 when what's my guy's name? Terrence Ross.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. Shout out to Terrence Ross. You remember in 2016 when guys like Terrence Ross was getting paid like significantly too much goddamn.
He was getting overpaid.
Y'all remember in 2016 when what's my guy's name? Evan Turner got paid too much goddamn money.
Way too much.
Like A.B. Bradley. Yes, I remember that Finally.
Yes, Avery Bradley got paid too damn much. Do y'all remember when that spike hit? That was because of the CBA.
Yeah, I remember that.
The new TV deal coming in along with the CBA
Right.
sort of forced the hand of the front office. We have so much money, we have to spend it, right? And so when it comes to this situation, it's so much in the hands of the players because they have all the leverage in the world saying, I'm not taking that because I know that there's another team. They got a shit ton of money. They ain't going to send it nowhere. So they're going to give it to me. Alan Crabb, Reem, a good one.
Yes, that's why I chuckled.
Yes. Alan and Crabb. Yeah. Was
Portland.
it Alan
No,
Crabb? First name? What was his name?
Yeah, it was Alan Crabb. Because he was in Portland.
Fair enough.
I remember that.
But those are the 2016 is basically happening all over again this offseason. And so these players that's going to be signing these new contracts, they're going to be signing them for deals that we have not seen yet. And in the case of their caliber of player, like we've never saw a player of Miles Bridges' caliber get paid what he's about to essentially get paid. Like
I was the Mikal Bridges.
Yeah,
Well,
getting paid
the 84.
I don't think he's getting paid 4 years. I think 4 years is too much.
Yeah,
3
but
years.
the
$3
$84 million contract was a good contract for him.
Say it again.
Just the $84 million contract was actually going to be a good contract for him. That was a good number. But
yeah, he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid around that anyway. I think
because of off the court issues,
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm holding him at 72.
When he declined that contract, that was before all of that stuff happened. But now that all
no, he did not decline. What happened? What happened was and I know a lot of people in the chat don't know what really happened with him. That he was supposed to sign the contract like within 48 hours. The situation happened with the BM happened within that 48 hours.
It was the year before
then that's why they took it back.
No, but his contract was offered the year prior.
That's what
I'm. This is not Miles.
I'm gonna check right now.
This is not Miles' 5th year. This is Miles' 6th. I don't know why they said it was Miles' 5th year for. This is Miles' 6th year in the league.
No, I know that. I know that, but it happened within 48 hours. He was supposed to sign, but then the situation happened with the BM. Then that's why he was not signed really to anyone during that time.
I know
during
that.
the time. So literally with that, all that was within that 48 hours. Because that's when I used to get the ESPN alerts on my phone, and I took them off after that because I was like, man,
Miles Bridges said agent talked me out of taking reportedly $60 million contract extension with the Charlotte Hornets. This was
the 60.
This was in 2022.
Right. Then they offered him the 84.
He didn't want that. He wanted 100 and something.
No. He was going to sign the 84. The 61 is the one that he wasn't going to sign.
He was trying to get 100. He was trying to get $130 million over 4
years.
Right. He was trying to get 100, but they offered him the 84. He was going to sign the 84. I remember that.
I don't remember that because was Rich Paul his agent the whole time, or was he with Clutch the whole time?
Yeah.
Because that's not what we heard over here. We heard something different that they didn't want that.
No, they didn't want the 60. The 84 one he was going to sign, even though he wanted the 100 and I think he qualified actually for 115.
No, he didn't. He didn't make
he qualified for 130. They just didn't want to give it to him.
Right.
Okay, it was 130. I was trying to remember.
I know it was 130. I remember clearly because he didn't make no all NBA teams. I know he made the all rookie team, didn't he? Yeah, I know he didn't make no all star game. He didn't even make that.
And that's why that's why even ESPN didn't even have him at averaging Like he should have been paid 130 because the whole thing was the All-Star game. That was one of his incentives, and he would have been compensated for that within the contract.
Yeah,
So
shout out to Rima. He says when Cody Martin got signed that season, they were supposed to sign Miles also. That's why that offseason Charlotte only signed Cody Martin. We know Rich
right,
Paul was trying to secure the max deal, $100 million. Rich Paul wanted 130 million. Miles was humble and took less.
yes,
So that's Rima.
he was about to sign the 84, the 84.5 actually.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, yeah,
I promise
that's
you
the
I
part.
don't. Woo!
That's the part why she called him and wanted to upgrade the child party, but
Mm.
he didn't sign the contract yet. So that's when she got mad that he said no, and then everything went left from there. She thinking he got the money already. He didn't
Okay.
even sign the money.
All right, now we starting to reach some
No, no,
this
no,
is
no.
some skepticism.
She said it. No, no, no. She said it herself.
What are we doing,
She
man?
thought the contract was signed. That's why she wanted to upgrade the
Well, the money
child's
wouldn't have
party.
kicked in into October, I don't think.
I
Well,
know that.
no, it
You
wouldn't have
know
kicked
that.
in into the following year because he still had a year left on his rookie deal, didn't he?
Right. But I know that. You know that. She only seen what was in the news. So
Wow,
she thought he got the money.
she's real slow.
Th-
Real
And,
slow.
and and that's why everything went left. And the only reason why I remember that I was on another panel talking about NFL players and BM problems. That's the only
Mm-mm.
reason why I even know what this young man went through because she said it herself. She went on her live and said it. Nobody knew it was all over a kid's party until she said it.
Yeah, I do know she was on Instagram.
That's so essentially what he said or what you said about how they gave him the offer sheet and put him
Yeah,
on a
for the
48
84.5.
hours.
Yeah.
Apparently it was the other way around. This nigga gave them an offer sheet. Or Rich Paul gave them an offer sheet.
Yep,
Oh,
I
okay.
remember that.
And it took them niggas looked at that 48 hours like 130 million.
Yep. Because you really got to think about it. Only good season he had was the year you 20. You said 22, so that would have been the 21-22 season when he
Nah,
averaged that 20 points.
I think let me check and make sure.
Because you got to remember his draft made Mikal Bridges made.
20,
Didn't he
yeah,
make the
20,
all defensive team?
yeah.
Yeah, he made that.
Yeah, no, 20
Then,
well, no. So he had some good seasons. I'd say
no.
21 was the breakout season efficiency wise, and then he broke out in the points category in 22. So he had a couple years under his belt to where
He
he
had
was
like 2 years. He had like
yeah, he had
two
like
two
two
good
2 years.
seasons.
Yeah.
Two good
Two
Yeah,
good
he
seasons.
proved himself.
seasons. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Yeah, he did.
And how
I
long he
won't
been
lie on
playing with
him.
him for 4 years? Well, excuse me, 3 years because he was suspended for a year.
Yeah, in 20 and so LaMelo Ball's rookie year, Miles Bridges posted a
Oh, I keep
career high.
forgetting about that.
Miles
I keep
Bridges
Hmm.
posted a career high 3-point shooting.
Well, he was
Yep.
a six. Well, I have to go see all the forwards. But when I went back on ESPN, he was the for the wing position. He was the six, unless they put all the forwards together. I just counted the small forwards though. He was the sixth
No,
best.
no, but they did. That was the year for the All Star game that they linked all the forwards together on both sides, and that's why he got snubbed.
He was still the sixth best though. Are you
Right,
saying like? Go ahead.
but that's why he was snubbed. He didn't make the top four within the forwards
I knew
because
he
they
wasn't
linked them.
though. Why would he?
No, no, no. But they linked them together
Oh,
not by
it was quick, yeah.
position.
I respect
They
your
I know
opinion.
they didn't. Why would he make the top
no,
four? You
no, no, no,
Knicks,
no.
KP,
Stop. No,
what?
no. Stop for a sec, Purple. With linking them together, it actually hurt them within the All Star game because you couldn't really identify who was a small forward, who was a power forward when it
I
came to
could.
the voting.
I respect your
No, when
positivity, Sky. The Hornets going to the playoffs might be the craziest shit I've heard all day, but
Thank you.
it's
It's
it's,
not
it's about
trolling.
it's about the positivity, man. It's about the positivity. You got to
No,
be
but
positive.
man, Sky is trolling and he is high.
yeah, I don't know. And that was the year. Shout out to the Bulls that DeRozan was a backcourt player. I'm still angry about that.
You're
That
right,
really made me hot.
but that was the thing that the NBA even had to change, and they wound up changing it not the following year but the year after
Mhm.
because they seen where it messed them up because it was eliminating a lot of small forwards or power forwards. It just depends on who the player was, right? But it was messing them up when it came to voting.
So how would he have finished in the top four in the front court for the All-Star game? Is what I'm
No,
saying.
power forwards. He wouldn't have started, but he would have been on the bench.
No, he wouldn't
As
have.
for mm,
You had
voting
Tatum,
wise,
because you got
voting
to
wise,
realize that,
Tatum wasn't a power forward then, baby.
I know, but he was a forward. And I'm not
That's
mentioning
what I'm telling you. They
but
had to go back and separate them because it was messing them up. On the
how?
East, it was messing them up because it was eliminating power forwards. In the West, it was eliminating small forwards. That's what the NBA said themselves. That's why they had to restructure it for the All-Star game.
I
They
don't
said that themselves.
restructure it. How though?
They was talking about they was gonna separate it again, and then the governors are the ones who went against separating it again. If it wasn't for the governors, it would have been separated again because the NBA wanted it separated again. The players union wanted it separated again, but the governors are the one that kept it the way that it was.
It's a
I
new
Like
day.
don't
Dex, don't.
know.
Well, you know what? Both of y'all deserve each other. Y'all should.
Right. Shove
Both.
it. I just don't
Y'all.
see him in that 20
And you know what's funny? Dex will sit here and talk about some. I ain't no Charlotte fan. I'm a Lakers fan. But he
with
talk about some.
that
It's a
ass
new day.
roster.
Like, come on now. Like,
no,
So fine.
he's talking about Sky because Sky know what he's doing right now.
but
Sky know
Right.
what
He
but
is
he's doing
so
right now.
yeah, but I wish Dex would just like admit his Charlotte bias, man. He has love for Charlotte. He that is his team. That is his team. You can have two
he,
teams. I have two different teams. I have Detroit and Milwaukee. God
I
rest their
have
soul.
the
Keep praying for
Chicago
me.
Bears and the Chicago
What?
Fire.
I'm
Hold on, time out. We ain't even got to talk about my Detroit Pistons. Man, these niggas, they just as smart as y'all tonight. Man, I'm so proud of Detroit, bro. Get rid
And
of them
Killian,
old niggas, man. They got rid of
Killian
Bogdanovich and Alec Burks, and they
and
bring
Killian
in
Hayes.
Quentin Grimes.
Yeah,
Quentin
and
Grimes.
Killian Hayes. But I'm gonna say this:
You ain't
Killian
got rid of
Hayes,
Killian Hayes. Yes.
he played himself. He should have stayed where he was. He
yeah,
played
But
but
himself.
one of those centers Detroit have, y'all gotta switch them to power
oh
forward.
no, I promise you, James Wiseman's out of there. And
Yep.
Marvin Bagley quiet as kept. He ain't getting re-signed.
If
Marvin
y'all let
Bagley's done.
Wiseman go, let him come to the Lakers, and I bet
Hey,
you
my
gonna see a
guy.
totally different player.
Yeah, you gonna see. Yeah, you gonna see a grown man cry. That's what you're gonna see. You see a grown man cry. He's not good. I don't understand why people still have hope just because he's 7'2" and
Yeah,
looks like he should be skilled because he's left-handed. Does not mean that he's actually that good. Man, James Wiseman has like toddler hands,
I think
and
he should stay.
his footwork is elementary. His face-up game that he was supposed to have developed coming into the league is
How he,
identical to Dwight Howard trying to show he has offense in 2008. His
That I agree with you on.
he gets lost defensively or routinely, and his rebounding skills leave a lot to be desired. James Wiseman is literally tall for no reason.
He should have.
I'm not
He
saying
should have
all that.
went. He should have went and played overseas.
No,
Look
he
at-
should have. No, he should have stayed his ass in college.
He couldn't remember, because of what the coach did for him.
Oh,
couldn't
okay,
because of the gift.
He should have played overseas and then like pulled a LaMelo and gone overseas. You know, major name, get developed there, and then go into the draft. But unfortunately, you know, the cards he was dealt, came to the league underdeveloped, and I want to say 3 or 4 years into his career,
the wrong team.
Still underdeveloped. So
went to the wrong team too.
Let's talk about you think Charlotte could have used him?
Huh?
You think
No,
Charlotte
it's not. See, he needed to be he needed who is a good development team? For his
a good development team right now, I would say probably for big.
Denver maybe?
No. That's an interesting question. A good development team for big.
Orlando.
You know what? I won't fight you on that because they do. I don't think they develop. The problem is I don't think they developed Wendell Carter Jr. I think Wendell Carter Jr. just needed more minutes.
No. The reason why I say Orlando, Orlando has developed bigs.
Oh, you talking about NBA? We're not talking about NBA history because the development crew that was there when Shaq was there isn't the same.
No, I'm talking about after that because even with Vooch was not assertive enough when he hit the NBA, and that's why I say Orlando.
Yeah, twin. That's the one. Cleveland is good.
Cleveland don't develop bigs.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. Where did Jared Allen come from?
Evan Mobley.
Where did Jared Allen come from, sir?
Brooklyn.
Thank you.
But Jared Allen. I mean,
Jared Allen came there within a trade.
Evan Mobley.
No. Cleveland is not good at developing bigs. They have never been.
Okay.
Not even before LeBron James. Not even after LeBron James.
Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
I can give you Toronto, but if anything, if you're going, and this for the sake of argument, right? If you're going against Orlando, I would say either San Antonio or Toronto.
Toronto or Utah.
Utah, yes.
Great County.
Toronto.
Let's talk about Luigi.
Yeah, but Utah, but Utah, he's the wrong color. and that's the only thing that would have hurt him in Utah, because remember at the end of off season, who was supposed to, and they announced it last year, who was going to be their starting center this year, and then their starting center wasn't even on the roster. Remember, they waived him. He's playing in Phoenix right now. He even did a trial for LA.
Well, what are we talking about right now?
We're talking about who? We're talking about Utah. You're saying Utah is a good one for development, right? The point where I disagree with you is he's the wrong color, because who Utah said at the end of last year, who their starting center was going to be, they waived him. He's not even on the roster. He even did a trial for the Lakers. Now he's in Phoenix right now, and that's Udoka.
He wasn't good.
That's who they said that.
Yeah, but who they said, and once you realize that somebody's bad, no, you gotta go.
No.
Rudy Gobert did just fine. So did so has Walker Kessler, and even before that,
they force feeding Kessler. They're force feeding Kessler.
No, they're not. Larry Markkinen is getting the shots. What are we talking about here? So
no. Kessler is getting force fed, and I have
Force
no beef
fed?
with that.
No, he's not.
I
I'm telling you as a guy that like
I'm going off
I'm
of my
watching
eye
you
test of
try to
watching the
irritate the shit out
games.
of my Bucks.
You know
Walker
them
Kessler
Lakers.
is not getting force fed. Laurie Markkinen is getting shots over him. Jordan Clarkson's getting more shots than him. John Collins is getting more shots than him.
With
Colin
his
Sexton is getting more
trash ass.
shots than him.
He big trash.
Who?
Hot trash. John.
Yeah, like Walker Kessler gets less shots than Simone Fontecchio. Who the fuck
Yeah,
is that? Like what are we talking
that's
about?
the shooting big. He can shoot.
But what I'm saying is Kessler is closer to Kelly Olynyk level shots before he gets to getting
Yeah,
forfeited.
yeah, but if you notice at the beginning of the season, if you watch their games, not only was he getting bodied and out muscled, where they was force feeding him only on speed on slashes, like that was the only way that he can get his points. He could not get his points any other way.
6 shots a game.
No, that I'm talking about at the beginning of the season.
Yes, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from the month of October all the way to the month of November. He was getting paid. He was getting 6 shots a game. The only time he got more than 6 shots was against Chicago, New Orleans, 2 times, and Memphis. Outside of that, he's 6 or under.
I wonder what's going on there.
I really got him at 8 though. I really got him at 8.
Y'all want to talk about Luigi?
Yeah, who's Luigi?
Yeah, who are you talking about first?
I'm talking about that boy Clay, man.
Oh my God! Please.
You know Mario is Steph and
Luigi. Okay.
And
what do you want to talk about with Clay?
You know, it's a brighter day, and I don't even like Jordan Poole, but hey to him. But Luigi is wild.
All right, buddy.
I might call Jordan Poole Bowser. No, that's Jordan Poole. I mean, that's
crazy.
Bowser.
Bowser is nuts.
I don't know who Jordan Poole could be, but yo, like Luigi out there, like I respect him for having the confidence to not admit that he ain't got it no more. But he wild, man.
He can't just come out. He can't just come out and say that. But like we all know it. Like it ain't a secret. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's safe to say by now that he's not what he once was.
Shout out to Luigi.
Even to a certain degree, I think a little bit of the onus falls on you guys. Not you specifically, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah, as far as a fan base, because y'all looked at Clay as this two-way, three-point sniper that could do no wrong. So when he came back from his ACL injury, he was working so hard to get back to what you guys thought he was. And then when he disappointed you guys, he got flipped on. And now his confidence is shot, obviously. Mix that in with the fact that he's not as athletic as he once was. Defensively, he's not as good as he once was. He never was a good playmaker. He leaves a lot to be desired as just a player overall, because what made him so special is not there like it once was.
Mm-hmm.
And his replacement is there with Brandon.
B-Pod, yeah.
His replacement is already there, so he already know if he don't throw that line right, he's screwed.
Yeah. But my thing is, how like Steve Kerr, right?
Mm-hmm.
From Draymond to even the Clay situation, I'm unless I'm just delusional and they have done this before. I don't understand you as a coach saying, well, yeah, I set them down and I told them, every, has their day and it's coming to an end and all. Like, why? I think certain things, I know Draymond's behavior was out of control and I don't approve of it. But as far as the Clay stuff, like, I'd rather pretend like y'all didn't have that talk than for you to be like, yeah, we had that talk. And it was like talking to a brick wall. And they talking about
Luigi, because I'm not gonna call him by his name, is stubborn. He don't want to let go of his starting spot to go to the bench.
Look, you said who starting spot?
Louis, oh, we talking about Clay.
Clay not going to the bench.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think
Then
something
he
that.
want to get. He's supposed to get paid this week, this off season. Excuse me. He want his max contract too.
Real quick, just run through these chats real quick. Thunder said Walker Kessler gets 5 shots a game. It's not a lot. Phantom said Brandon Miller already a Murray though. I don't know what that means. Do you guys know what that means?
No, I was confused by that too.
Yeah. Thunder says Clay is washed. Send him to the Shadow Realm. Damn.
Thunder's very
Send him
hard.
to the Gulag. Thunder, that's crazy. Clay has fallen from grace. Absolutely. He says casual is not what we thought he was. It is what you guys thought he was, like from the standpoint of not well. Okay, when I say that it's you guys' fault because you guys overrated him in the sense of Clay being a star caliber player, when in actuality he was one of the greatest shooters of all time, who gave you great defense. And unfortunately, around the time where he could have peaked, at a star level in that 2019 season. His ACL injury ended up hampering him, and he just hasn't been the same since. So what I mean is stuff like Game 6 Clay. Do you guys like? I don't know if this is a hot take by now, but do y'all realize that Game 6 Clay stuff is really not that like it's not really a thing. It's not really a thing. Game 6 Clay is essentially four games out of a 14-year postseason. 14 is OD. I think it's. Let me check and make sure. It is 4 games out of a 8-year playoff appearance career. So out of 158 games, 12 of them being Game 6s. 4 of them he actually showed up for. And that's what y'all call Game 6 Clay. And so when it comes to stuff like that, y'all immortalize this guy. So when
No. Wait
when he came
a minute.
back, he felt like he had to be exactly what y'all were pumping him up as the whole season.
ESPN was pumping him up.
No.
I didn't pump him up.
I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about the fan base for the Golden State Warriors, or the fan bases of Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Overrated him to the extent that they started making him look as if
like he was unbeatable.
He wasn't. And we have to be honest about these players. And this is further evidence that we have to be honest about these players, because look at what it does to these players' confidence when they actually realize, oh, wait, I'm not what they thought I was.
And why you think they drafted his replacement? Like that like it was the reason why. Like dimension wise, if you look at Brandon and 6'5", same way Thompson was, plays the same, shoot threes, but this young man plays hard-nosed defense. Like he can actually guard the whole 94 feet. Like that's the difference. So they knew what they was doing. That's why they drafted his replacement. They just waiting to see how much he gonna whine and complain to see when they gonna get him out the door. But his replacement is already there. And that's the one team I never thought that they would. I literally draft a replacement that matches so much of the player that they currently have. That's supposedly a star, right?
Yeah.
But this young man is the spitting image of him, just in a younger version. Literally. Watch a Golden State game. I'm just saying, watch a Golden State game. Watch the plays, and then you're swapping down that is Thompson, and it's not Thompson. It's Brandon.
Excuse me, child to flight.
Oh,
Who
you
the hell?
finally came up. Your scared ass finally came up, huh, Big L?
Not ooh.
Yeah,
Okay, Big L,
yeah.
Oh,
man.
You
shit.
He
better
was
get him.
scared.
When the
Yeah,
last time
he was
I
scared.
have not seen Big Al, and I don't know how long. How you been, brother?
Been good, man. Been good. You know, I'm actually getting off work, man. I finally saw a flight live. I ain't seen it live. That's why I ain't been up.
Shoot.
But
Uh,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
We're gonna be live.
Okay. All right, flight. Flight. You need to start having lives for Brandon Miller. You see that boy balling out?
I know. Now Miller been cooking. I already know. I see what's going on.
Yeah, man. Give him some love too, bro. They got something coming up, man. But
Big
hey,
L, just be honest. You duck poke earlier. Just be honest and say it, dog. You duck
say
poke
what?
earlier. You duck poke earlier. Poke was on here earlier, dog. Just be
Man, I
honest
was
and
at
say
work,
you
nigga.
ducking.
I ain't know nothing about no darn pole.
I
I
mean,
was at work.
it's not duck sauce. Just be
Oh
honest and
wow.
say you was ducking, and that's fine.
Oh, I ain't think about that. I ain't think about that trifling nigga poke. I'm good. But hey, who y'all talking about? Replacing Clay Thompson? I'm just curious.
Yeah, we were talking. Yeah, we were talking about.
Brandon,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, we were
Brandon
really
who?
talking about. We were talking about Brandon. We were talking about Clay Thompson.
Perskinski,
We were talking about Clay
Brandon
Oh,
Thompson.
Perskinski. That,
We were
oh,
talking about
like
Clay
that.
Thompson, or who Purple called Luigi, and
Yeah.
then
oh.
Shout out to Luigi and
and
Mario
then and then
and,
Okay.
and then
and
brother
Bowser.
wanted to he wanted to like sort of give shout out to B Pod, which he deserves it because the way he been playing so far this
Matter of
season.
fact, let me look up Mario so we can get the whole cast of characters.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest though, Brandon Perskinski, I knew he was nice coming out of St.
Oh,
Clara. I didn't think he was that nice though.
Yeah.
Like, he
Is
could
he a
literally be in their starting rotation right now.
is he a rookie?
Yeah, he a rookie,
yeah,
dog.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they drafted
Oh,
his
hold on,
replacement.
Al. I know
What?
who Jordan Poole is now. He told.
Oh wow,
That's who I was thinking about. I just didn't know his name. Shout out to Toad out there in Washington.
wow.
Yeah,
So
shout out.
so I ain't trying to sidetrack this conversation, but I gotta ask, what the hell Pope talking about? He should be hiding, not me.
Nah, we was just talking about how to
Hey, I gotta go get ready for my show and stuff. But hey, much love to y'all, brother.
No,
Hey, casual.
Okay.
You already know how it is. I love you guys, man. I will talk to you guys later. All right.
Hey, casual.
Yes,
Do
All
sir.
do
right.
me a favor. Put your link in the chat too, cause I wanted to subscribe to you and Chief. Put your
Yes, sir.
link in the chat.
Yes, sir.
In
I'll make sure to
private
do
chat.
it.
In the private chat.
I got you.
Alright.
and drop it in the regular chat too, casual.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure to do so.
But literally where what we was talking about with Pope was how the trade went today for the Hornets. Like literally, what he was bringing up, that was fine. I was bringing up how they just guard happy right now. If there's a guard out there and you don't want him, the Hornets will take him.
Shut
Like,
up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. I mean, out of a 15-man roster, they're gonna have 8 guards. So I mean, it is what it is. Big L.
Gemini, but what you saying makes sense a little bit if we had them Ish Smith man in the point right now. We don't
No,
have
no,
a
no,
guard.
no. But I'm saying y'all just traded for another 3 guards today, dude. Another 3 guards.
Well, we need somebody. We need somebody to pan out. That's what I think it boils down to.
So y'all having guard tryouts. Okay, I get that.
Oh, wow.
y'all, y'all having guard tryouts during the season. Okay, all
But
right, all right.
listen. We need a guard to back up LaMelo Ball, man. Real talk. If
Man,
he
old
gets
man
hurt,
Ish
we
been
need somebody
rolling
to
though.
back his ass up.
Old man Ish been rolling though. I can't
We
even
shall,
hold you.
Al,
Oh
tell them you shall see who's getting put up on the chopping block. Off with
man,
their head.
Who?
old man Ish doing this thing. I ain't even gonna hold y'all on him.
Oh,
Like,
Gemini, you ain't watching no Hornets games.
yes, I
What you
am.
talking about?
Yes, I am. Old man Ish been
Ish
playing,
is not
dude.
doing nothing, bro. What are you talking about? I appreciate
Man,
his services, but he ain't did nothing, man. Oh man, bro. It's still
that,
the same
that,
old same old.
that, just cause his average didn't go up, his decision making and playmaking IQ has gotten better. I'll
Well,
say
since
that.
you feel so great about him, he'll be on the buyout market soon. So there go the Lakers.
I mean, hell, I'd rather him than Hood Shafino while you're playing. Cause
You
we
can
should have
have
had
Frank while you at
Jacquez.
it too, since I need some perimeter defense. Frank,
Man, we I would we should have had Jacquez. As far as old man Ish, I think they're waiting to see what Gabe gonna do, but I would have put Gabe on IR and out for the rest of the season. That's what I would have done. But that I'm not a part of the head, so it is what it is.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, man, because I'm driving home from work, man, and
Hmm.
I love jumping
stop
on
by
with
that
y'all.
bar.
What you say?
Don't stop by that bar in that liquor store. Keep on pushing. It ain't
Yeah,
Friday
yeah,
yet.
Ooh, get him
yeah.
perp,
You
get him
right.
perp.
My problem is I be wanting to stop by Popeyes. I'm not gonna do that. I'm good. Hey, so so, but yeah, so to piggyback on the conversation, we y'all talking about the trades. I know a lot of y'all don't like it. I did want to get rid of Miles because I didn't think they would get proper compensation for his services if they were to
No,
trade
but
him.
he controlled the destination though, Big Al.
Right, but I honestly I know y'all don't think he's worth keeping, but I think he's worth keeping. He's not bad.
No,
He's
no, no,
good.
no, 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 no. Nobody has said it's been people in the chat that say trade Miles. It hasn't been us saying trade Miles.
Okay, but now with everything else, I'm fine with Trey Man. I would rather have because if you think about it, we don't have a backup point guard. Trey Man,
I
I
think y'all
think
should
if
have
y'all
got a
should,
power forward from OKC. That's what I think y'all
we got
should have
Grant
got.
Williams. You know they traded PJ too, right?
I know they traded and got Grant, and what's been the whole problem with Grant which is the same reason why Boston got rid of him. He
What
can't
what what
play
is
in the
what?
paint.
Oh, okay.
He can play
But
on the wing. He cannot
PJ
play
wasn't
in the
doing much
paint.
either. He was acting like he didn't want to guard nobody. He was on and off. So it won't be much of a change. But I mean, they gonna have to get rid of some guys though, because I think they got like 5 total players back. They only replaced 2 guys, right? So at this point, they gonna have to cut some people. But
I mean, one of those people from OKC, y'all cutting the one with the little M name.
yeah,
Y'all cutting him. I already know y'all cutting him.
yeah. I think he's
Y'all
gone.
keeping Man and Bartod. I know y'all
Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
those two,
They might even play
but y'all
bartenders at forward if you're not
what he is 6'10".
okay. Right. Okay, yeah, yeah. I wasn't sure, but yeah, they might be playing him at power forward.
off
Um,
the bench.
what'd you say?
Off the
Yeah, off the
bench.
bench. Cause
Right off the
Start
bench.
Miles at power forward.
Yeah. Now I
And
don't
you
want.
don't have
Now
to
I've
start
heard
Who?
they're not gonna
Grant.
start Grant.
Oh yeah, yeah. They. No,
Because
They're not
she's right.
starting
what's
Grant.
the name?
No, she's right. It's gonna be Richardson,
Yep.
They're
Williams,
not starting Grant, y'all.
Bridges. Yeah, he's starting. He's
They're not
starting.
starting Grant, guys.
Yeah, he's
Why?
starting.
They're gonna
30.
start Miles Bridges, Nick
No,
Richards,
Miles gonna slide to
Brandon
the
Miller,
small forward. Watch.
Cody Martin, and they're gonna probably start Trey Mann with
Oh
that
well,
team.
yeah, because they not out there tonight. They not
Right,
there probably. Trey
right.
and them probably
No,
not
we're
there.
not
When
talking
they,
about tonight, L. We're talking about once all the players um like
They're not gonna start
report
no
in.
Grant though.
yeah,
I
I
yeah,
don't
think he
they
know.
is gonna
will.
start. I think they is gonna start him.
Yeah, they are.
I think they are, dude.
All right, well, hopefully they don't trade Nick Richards. I heard talks about that too. But hopefully
No,
they
I
don't do that.
Well, if he do get traded, it
no
won't
no
be
trade
until the
deadline done.
draft. Yeah,
Yeah,
What's
trade
that?
deadline
the
done.
deadline is over.
Yeah,
What's
it's
that?
done. It's a
The
done
trade.
deal.
Yeah,
Trade
No,
deadline done.
I said Nick Richards.
I know.
No, they're not trading him now because the deadline is over. It's
Oh
done.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm fine with the trades. I'm just curious who they gonna cut at this point because I know
Oh,
they got
we know who they cutting. Nikita Lena's gonna be one. Kyle Lowry is two.
okay. Yeah, who else?
Because everybody else, James Booknight, maybe James Booknight because he's on, but he got guaranteed money. Fuck. But James
Uh,
Booknight might be on that list. And you said
Yeah,
four people they got to cut.
and
I
and
think so
and,
because
and
it's
and one
go
dude
ahead.
from OKC. Y'all cutting one of them. I could tell you that
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
yeah. We probably cut one of those.
that's
So
four.
we probably, but there's three that's coming because Grant
Oh,
Williams for sure, Trey Mann, and probably
Seth, we keep
Bertans.
forgetting about Seth. Fuck.
Yeah, Steph Curry. Yeah. So
Damn.
they might keep Steph. I don't know. I
They
don't know.
yeah, yeah. But
They
that'll
keeping him,
say
but y'all cutting one of the ones from OKC. I know that.
yeah, and I think
That's
Ish
all
is
I'm
gonna have to
saying.
go too. Let
Yeah,
me
they
see
might cut Ish.
how many players did they have? 15. I mean 17, right?
Well, it's the backs is 15 on the roster. So they got
I
rid of
know, but
two.
you can only carry I know 17. Because I
I
know they
mean,
got
Okay.
more.
they can push old man Ish down to the G League.
Then he not going. Bro, he was about to retire. He not going to no damn G League. But they gonna let him go though. I think. I don't know. That's what I think is
Yeah,
gonna
I
happen.
forgot about that. Because they took 3 players back from OKC and then they got 5 players and they only moved 2. Unless they had an open roster spot, open 2-way roster spot. That I feel like no, because Leaky Black, Bryce had a 2-way. And who was the third person?
Licky Black. Licky Black.
No,
Okay,
Thor
so
didn't.
purple. I gotta say this because I'm about to get off because my phone. If y'all stay back on, I'm gonna get it back on. But I gotta say this. But
No.
everybody on here who talked ish about Brandon Miller and said he wasn't gonna be ish, he wasn't no generational talent. Bro, who the hell are y'all? Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about when y'all talk about basketball. Gemini, you need to tell him because Brandon
Hey,
Miller is balling. He's acting like he want to be an all-star. If he was winning, he'd probably be an all-star. 35, 30 points twice. 20 the last couple games, nigga. The dude is balling. And y'all said Scoot Henderson should have been bump everybody other than Flight, because Flight know what the hell he talking about. He know basketball because he actually had the right guy. Even though he should have a little bit on Brandon during the preseason in the summer league. But I
man,
let it go. He did a solid. He kept to the form. He
I'm
ain't let
not
it
gonna
go.
even. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Right now, Scoop not even looking like a lottery pick right now. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, yeah. But let his supporters tell you it's because he's 19. So we'll see what happens. He might pan out.
I can't. Nah, I can't do that
He might
excuse,
need to
dog. I
Gemini. He
can't
might
do
need to
that
adjust his
excuse.
goggles.
No, no,
He might
no.
need to adjust his goggles.
I can't do
He
that
went blind,
excuse
dog.
here,
So
and here's why I cannot do that excuse. Because he was already in the G League. So the speed of the NBA should have not been that hard for him to grasp to, because he
and
already
Gemini,
came from the G League.
you know what, Gemini? I gotta say this: the NBA needs to restructure the G League format. I
What
tell
you
you why.
mean?
Okay, so I tell you why. These teams only play for these players, certain players to be showcased. So
Hmm.
they don't really focus on real talent and competition like they should. So they elevate players that they want to elevate, but they don't really have no competition. So when you get to the NBA and niggas are shitting on you, you're not ready for that because it's not pressure. You're not ready for the pressure that the NBA brings. But they need to structure the G League towards more pressure, and these guys actually got to show what they got to actually produce, and
But but
not just
but
be
but
in the
but
G League.
but here's the problem also with that though, L. You got to realize the NBA is also funding the WNBA. So they can't not put all that within the G League because the funds for the G League is supporting the WNBA at this point.
Oh
Now,
my God!
what you're talking about was supposed to happen, and yes, you are correct. But when they opened up the WNBA, those funds are now allocated towards the WNBA, dude. Like that's the overall scenario. I
Right?
get what
Okay,
you're
but
saying.
but
I
it
I
just
get what you're saying. I agree with
yeah.
you.
But
But
just to
those
piggyback
funds are
though,
gone.
what I'm saying, bro, what direct draft pick from the G League has really panned out yet? None of them, because the structure of
Um,
the G League is not that good.
no, no,
You
no.
can you can
It
try to
it
say
it.
Jalen Green, but it took him a while to really acclimate to the league, and he's still questionable in a lot of people's minds. So
But
nobody
he's
is really
questionable
panning
in
out in the
their
G League
mind.
like that.
Yeah, but he's questionable in their mind. He's not questionable in mine. Just
Well,
some
that's
nights,
you.
some nights he get into his own way. That's the only thing. If he
Yeah,
play consistently, like he can play, it wouldn't be a question in nobody's mind, but it is some matchups where they literally slide him out of his known position into another position, and then those are the nights he don't do as well in. Like
but
if you
that's the
actually watch his game, I mean his game has not really changed all that much, other than their hot seat now. We
but
call it
that's the
hot
thing.
seating and trucking.
Yeah, but that's the thing with people like Jalen Green, any of
Uh-huh.
these G League cats. When they get to the league, they don't know really how to play team ball. They used to be spoon fed shit, and at the end of the day, when they get to the NBA, it's team ball because you got the best of the best. So you have to play like a team to actually produce. You got to find a freaking role to produce because if you don't have a role and you just want the ball in your hands all the time, that ain't gonna work in the NBA.
Well, I mean, well, I'll say this. For the ones that then came up in development, hell, even Q right now is doing well for Boston, the backup center. Even he's doing well if you
Who?
really want to be technical.
Who?
Q, his last name is Q. He's the backup center for Boston. He's even doing decent, but he was in the G League and he was with the Kings.
But he took a while. He was okay when he came out of college though, because he really came out of
Yeah,
college.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was
He
he
was
was
okay.
designated to the G League. He wasn't drafted from a G League. He came out of college. So
Right.
I think the college guys, we talked about this, remember? I think the
Mm-hmm.
college guys have proven to be more ready for the NBA when they come out. because they're actually playing to win. They're not
What
just playing.
but that's the part where I don't disagree with you on. It's just that, like, prime example. The only the way for this literally to work, first of all, the NBA gotta give two teams um to certain cities, right? One is Seattle, they deserve their team back, and the other one they want a team in Las Vegas. Okay. So now they gotta get with the governing boards to put Memphis and New Orleans in the East. That's number one. They do not want to touch that situation because they already know they messed over Seattle. That's one of the reasons why they don't want to touch it. But that will open them up for what they want, because
Remind,
now
remind me what you talking about when you say they don't want to touch what? They don't want to touch
they,
what?
they don't want to touch Seattle because they knew they was wrong for stealing their team away.
Okay. What's that in
They
reference
they
to
the
again? I'm lost.
the like with the players with development, that and that's why it kind of went down, because they they made all these G League teams, right?
Uh-huh.
They actually made too many G League teams. Like every organization has a G League team,
Okay,
and then
right.
you have way more teams in the G League. You have way more. So now they're trying to market the G League, they're trying to market the NBA, and they're paying and trying to market the WNBA, but they're not doing
Hmm.
it effectively. So that's why the money is being dumped out, and it's not looking like it's like about anything, right? It's not looking like that. But the G League actually is getting a lot of them ready, and you can see if somebody are paying out rather than getting them on the team and not letting them pan out.
Okay. Well, but yeah, I mean, but yeah, I sort of took it off a tangent, but the G League, because I don't hate, I don't want to hate on school, man. I don't want to hate on them and be like, oh, because a lot of people want to hate on Brandon, but I don't feel like these are young kids, bro. So why would I hate on them? Well, my
No,
thing
no,
is,
no. The NBA
you
just
need to
put
be
a lot of media
objective.
behind
Hold on,
it.
hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You need to be objective and stop putting this damn media clown and circus BS around these players and really report on who they really are, how skilled they are. I mean, who paid? But that's my only issue. The circus that surrounded the school Henderson to deceive the Hornets. But thank God the Hornets was like, yo, we know what we want and we get what we want. We don't want school Henderson because they could have been duped like they have been years before, and they made the right decision. Because Scoot he might pan out. Let's not say he's not going to, but he might pan out. But he don't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. At least
I
not as
think
much
I
as
think
Brandon.
Scoop I think Scoop will pan out within his second season, if not his third season. The
Yeah,
the the problem the the overall problem Scoop is gonna have in Portland, look at his coach.
right, right.
His
Yeah, I
coach
got you.
his coach was not athletic as him, and the plays that Scoop can do, his coach is taking that confidence out of him. So now
So
he's
hold up,
not
you
even
you not
attempting those
blaming you
plays.
not blaming you not blaming Scoops for development or on Chauncey, are you?
Partly yes.
Oh man, I don't know, but okay, I hear that.
And the only reason why I say that is I watched him in the G League, and the main reason why I watched him in the G League is because, remember, you had the situation with Wimby, you had the situation with him. Because remember, his teammate from Ignite is also in the NBA, and his teammate is doing better than him. but
But
he was
listen,
who? He was the
school ended
star of he was
right.
the star of Ignite, right?
But
But
hear me out. Scoot is
okay.
the prime example of what I just said about the G League.
No,
Because
I
remember,
don't disagree with you.
hold on, let me say
I
this, let me get it out so I can make sure if people listen to whatever they understand where I'm coming from. So
okay.
Scoot was the prime example of what I just told you about the G League. He's used to having the fucking ball, excuse me, have the ball in his hand. That's what he's used to. But that's not the real NBA. When shit hit the fan and you get to the real big leagues where people are better than you, and you gotta sort of take a back seat to produce and to show how good you really are. He wasn't ready for that. He wanted to have the ball, but that's not how it works. Whether you're in the worst team or the best team, you gotta be able to acclimate like your boy Brandon did. Brandon wasn't trying to score 30 points, so he couldn't when he first got out there. This nigga played his role. When he had an opportunity, he shot the club up. Pause. So at the end of the day, he balling, but he was patient, right? But Scoop though, it might be because he's young. He need time to develop and acclimate to the league because he's so used to having the ball in his hand. He can't do that in the NBA. It's kind of bothering
Mm,
him.
nah, I think it was more the pressure of all that marketing behind him. Like
Well, that's part of it. Yeah, okay.
like you had what the NBA went off script. And what I mean about off script, they market for all three of them. They market for Wimby. They market somewhat for Miller, and
Somewhat. Thank you. Glad you
but they
said that.
heavily marketed for Scoop.
Scoop
Now,
heavily,
now,
heavily.
so when you look at it from the outside looking in, as much as we talk about the pressure that was on LeBron James, damn near Scoop had damn near that.
Mm-mm.
Damn near that. Because the marketing dollars that was behind Scoop so hard. Remember, Scoop wasn't even in the draft, and we already knew who his shoe deal was gonna be with.
Mm.
Like
Yeah, that's good.
literally. So so
That's
so
good.
literally when you look at it, it was a lot of pressure on the young man. I won't denounce that. I'm not saying that it was a wash pick neither. I think he will develop by his third year become a solid player. Now, I will evaluate him within his third year. If he match up to the marketing dollar, good for him. If he don't, good for him too, because at least he got generational wealth, right? But
Right.
if you look at it, I mean, you still can't get it. I mean, it's not a Kwame Brown situation, so he might as well
We
be
don't know
happy.
that yet.
Nah, he's not a Kwame Brown situation. And
Okay.
the main reason why he's not a Kwame Brown situation is because he has put up team numbers. Kwame
Okay.
Brown did not put up team numbers across the board. There's
Okay.
nowhere where you can look at Kwame Brown's stats and tell me he averaged in the teens,
Right.
other than for in minutes. Now,
Okay.
subtract minutes. Show me where Kwame Brown averaged in the teens. But I also will say this: Kwame had a lot of pressure on him too. Because remember, coming out of high school was supposed to be the next thing smoking. That was too much pressure for that young man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think prime example, I think Scoop is gonna like blossom. I really do. But it won't be I don't think we'll see it until his third season. Now once his third season hit, okay, now we're talking. Until
Okay,
then,
Gemini. I gotta ask you a question.
what you got?
Will you, from now on in the draft, are you always gonna focus on what you consider best available, or even if you think the best fit is not the best available, but you feel like the best available is not the best
No,
fit
no,
when he.
no, no,
I
no,
mean,
no, no,
because
no.
because going for hey, listen, because going forward, y'all niggas need to give homage to Brandon Miller. Have you
No,
actually
I
been
mean,
seeing this
I
man play? This man has
yeah,
been balling out his damn mind, bro. He, I
I
don't think he
have.
can be guarded right now.
I'm not gonna go that
I ain't
far.
gonna say he can't get guarded. I'm gonna know
I'm
you're gonna
not
try to
gonna go
sit on
that
that
far.
comment, but I'm gonna say this: he has been balling enough to really be like one of the
I
best.
I
Uh,
will say this. I will say this about Miller. Miller, I think now the team was kind of forced
hold up.
to end.
Before you say this limiting bullshit. Have you been watching Brandon Miller, Gemini? Be
Yeah,
honest.
I watch
Have
all
you seen these
basketball
last
teams.
two games?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go with your bullshit comment. Go ahead. My fault.
No, I think they're finally starting to integrate him within the offense like they should have
Yes.
done
Okay.
in the
Okay.
beginning.
I take
Then
back what I
on
just
top
said.
of
You're right.
that, he is getting more confidence enough to play defense now. He does have to strengthen his defensive IQ a little bit more for me, but
Yeah.
as far as NBA speed compared to coming out of collegiate,
Right.
he has matched up way better
Yes.
than someone that came out the G League where the
Yes.
speed is way more faster. Like I think it should have been a easier transition for Scoop compared to Miller. Me
Yep.
personally.
And if you remember, that's what we were saying. And I'm gonna give you credit because when everything was going through G League, that G League, Summer League, preseason, you kept form. You like, yeah, he just need to be incorporated. He need better teammates. And I'll be down. Were we not right? We were right as hell. Because
Yeah.
with better teammates and them actually incorporating him in offense, what do we get? This dude balling on his damn mind.
Yeah, because I think me personally, that's why I disagreed when they had him playing all those different positions in summer league. Because I was like, dog, the most he should be is two positions. Like when they had him at power forward, I ain't gonna lie, I was mad as all outdoors. Cause I'm sitting there like, that's not his position.
Yeah,
Don't
you
do
and me
that to
both.
him like that. So literally, I think the main problem they had was, and this is with the Hornets, you draft you had either position one you could have drafted or position two you could have drafted, right? We're not looking at three because he's not a starting three, but he is a starting two. So, but you had somebody ahead of him. So that was going to stun his growth regardless of the matter because he's not getting the reps with the starting team. So on top of that, you had so much battles amongst your team because you got people trying to figure out if they're literally going to either get playing time or if they're going to be on the active roster. Those were the problems. So when it came to summer league, that's why people was looking him off. That's why people was trying to go for their own shot. That's why they was throwing the ball in bad scenarios. He was getting the ball at the end of the shot clock. Okay, but look at why. No one looked at why. They wasn't calling how he was getting double teamed. I mean, if you double teaming somebody in summer league, you must be scared that they're gonna score. But the way a lot of people looked at it is, oh, he not gonna be able to accomplish it. I just said be patient, because as soon as they integrate him within that offense, y'all gonna see a different player, and that was gonna change everybody's mind, just like it has already.
Thank you for that, Gemini.
Not a
I
problem.
was, yeah, man, you spot on. Cause yeah, he had issues in summer league, and nobody called out. other than you and me, the double teams. And
Yeah, I mean, they were scared he was gonna score. That's the only reason why you're gonna double somebody.
yeah, I didn't see too many other teams doubling folks, but they were doubling Brandon. So
But I will say this: he it whoever and I think it's the telephone calls he having with Paul George, and that's fine. But it's helping him with his confidence. Cause think about it, he's not a talker. He he's the he's a young, inclusive player. Like he's Derrick Rose without the emotion. That's what I'm getting out of him. He's not for none of the fugaziness of the NBA. He's not getting caught up in full emotions. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna play, I'm gonna do my thing, bam. Now everybody else starting to look stupid because they're like, oh, I didn't know he could do that. Nope. Well, how did I see this, but you couldn't see it?
you damn right. How can we both see this shit and y'all couldn't see this nigga keep ball? Right. Keep
Like
going, Gemini. You busting it open.
so. So I mean, as of right now, the only setback, like literally the Hornets have, is with Mark. I I don't know if they're gonna keep Mark. I know Merv was trying to stay
Hold on.
optimistic.
Now you bullshitting, Gemini.
No, no, here's
Now you
why.
bullshitting.
No, here's why.
Mark Williams ain't going nowhere. He
No,
just hurt.
here's why. No, here's why.
Uh-uh.
No,
Ain't
here's
no here's
why.
why.
No,
Go ahead.
here's
I'm
why.
listening.
The same thing that happened to the Boston Center, I could see them. It depends on the injury, but once again, Charlotte do not tell you what the full injury is, and that's part of the problem. So if you look at how long Mark been out, right? Us not knowing what the full injury is, do you think
I
they're
got a
going?
response, Gemini, but I'm gonna
I
let you
dig it.
keep talking,
I
bro.
I dig it. Do and with the emergency of Richards, who was actually their third center, right? He was their
Uh-huh.
third center.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that they're gonna keep that the way it is? We're going in the next season.
Yeah, if Mark gets if we yeah, I mean, listen, Mark. Okay, so this is something you've been right about Brandon, but you
Uh
fell off
huh.
course with Mark. But let me set you straight. Remember, Charlotte is
Okay.
not your team. Charlotte is
That
not
you're
your
right.
team.
You're
So
right. You're right.
so at the end of the day, your observations are sometimes valid, but they fall off. But because
Okay.
let's keep this in mind. Mark Williams is the first time this franchise has had a young center that's worth a damn
I agree.
in years.
I agree.
Back fucking back to I want to say Alonzo Mourning. I'm not even gonna call, well I can't count Okafor, but all the way back to fucking Okafor, we ain't had no
I
notable
agree.
center.
I agree. I
You
agree.
think they
But
gonna just get this man up for pennies on a dollar when he actually has potential to be really
I
good?
I what I think is this. I think there's going to be a change, but here's why I think there's going to be a change. Because first of all, Charlotte didn't think Richardson was going to be worth the damn. I'm gonna call a
Richardson,
spade.
who?
Nick,
Richards?
Nick.
Nick Richards. Okay, yeah.
They didn't think that Nick was gonna be worth a damn. Okay, that's fine. He has shown he's more worth than a damn. Now, the next question that you're gonna have is availability of Mark. That you're gonna like that. That's gonna be the next big question. Is going to be what's his availability because Hell, Purple bought up to 65 games. Right now, how many games Mark done played?
I want to say like 30 or something. I don't know, but the point is, man. Listen, I get what you said. Nick Richards is not uh does not have the
I'm
kind of awareness and intellect as Mark. I mean, I'm saying Nick Richards is serviceable, but Mark Williams can
I'm not
actually
saying
become
the
something
basket.
very special. So
No, no, no.
let's put
I'm
it
not
right
saying
there.
the IQ. I'm not saying that Mark doesn't have the better basketball IQ.
Okay,
What I'm saying is availability. Because think about it now. You have new ownership, right? That's coming in.
okay,
They finally then poked their head out the rabbit hole. Finally, and you can tell by these moves, they finally stuck their head out the rabbit hole. Okay, got no beef with that. But when they ask about availability, like if you bring up that about Martin, right? Because
but
Dex had disagreed with me when I said when Martin came off an injury, he reignited the defense. Okay, well, if you watch the games, you see Martin did reignite the offense. I mean the defense, which turned to a lot of steals, would kept them up on fast breaks. Charlotte wasn't getting like really blown out of no games. Like people got that misconstrued. They wasn't really getting blowed out. They was losing games, yes, but they was not getting blowed out if you really look at the whole game.
okay. But hey, man, hey, I'm about to jump on. Hey, listen,
Uh-huh.
take it from me, man. Listen, how long have I been on this? I've been on this panel, trying to kick it with you and Flight and all the panelists for about almost
You you've been
half
up
a
here
year.
for a
Listen,
minute.
yeah, I've
You've
been
been
on
up
for a
here for a
minute.
minute. Huh?
And I'm not trying to brag, but I'm be honest.
Mm-hmm.
All my takes, almost all of them have been correct. I was right about PJ Washington. I might be right about Mitch Kupchak. I don't know if you heard about that. I was right about Brandon. I was right about Miles Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Take it from me. Mark Williams will be on this team. He just needs to
Okay.
get out of the injury zone. Because I've seen Mark Williams, bro. His game, he can really be something.
No,
He
no,
can actually turn into
I'm
something
not
other than
dis
just a serviceable center.
I didn't say his
And
basketball
listen,
IQ
listen.
isn't
Okay, and you
there
have to
though.
keep, and you have to consider the team. The Hornets have been void of talent for how long? And you get a center that actually can become something. You just get rid of them, and you don't know
Okay,
what you get back, bro. That's not
okay,
happening.
okay. So my question to you, Big L, is this: are you trying to tell me to trust the process?
Hell yeah, that's not fair to you.
Okay, okay. Now,
They don't have a choice.
no, no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Since you telling me trust the process, I'm gonna tell Big L right now. You can never, as long as he's in a Hornets uniform, you can never bring up Mark Williams again unless it's only in positive.
Oh hell no! I'm about to jump.
Yeah,
Hold up, man. I'm about to jump
no,
on one of my
no,
computer.
no,
You
no, no,
tripping?
no,
Hold up.
no.
You tripping?
You
I'm about to
cannot
jump off,
say
my nigga.
nothing about Mark. Never again, unless it's only something positive from now on. Off of what you're saying right now, you, Big L, can never say nothing about Mark again. I'm gonna hold you to that. And Purple could tell you, I keep receipts. now, now is Purple still up here? I can't see because Flight then changed the picture. Perp, you there? Okay, I'm up here by myself. All right, but I'll say this: I think the Hornets did well this trade deadline. I think they're now set up for the off season. Um, how will the chemistry build going towards the second half of the season? Will be a good question and meter. Um, other than for that, I wonder what they're going to do with Cody Martin because with all these guards that they're inhaling, I I think it's too many doggone guards, and that's just me. Unless they're going to move Miles Bridges to the power forward and keep him at power forward, right now they have too many guards. Other than for that, I think. Hold on, I got an X flight that we cover everything that he wanted. And for certain people that think, I do not think Charlotte is getting rid of old man Ish. I think old man Ish is gonna be good. But as far as this off season, I think they're set up extremely well. They can go out and get a nice role player or a upcoming star. And I think they'll do well. Like hold on for one sec, y'all. Um I did know my Lakers wasn't gonna do no trades during this trade deadline because we're trying to stay below the second tier. So I knew we was only waiting for the buyout market. Other than for that, I think I thought this trade deadline was going to be way more active than what it was. The Bucks did well. Phoenix got robbed, but they robbed themselves. Charlotte did well. Even Indiana got McDermott back, so he's back in a Pacer uniform, and that's pretty much it. Unless
So,
Flight or
yeah,
Dex got something else to add.
we got Big Al and Quick Take. Who's Quick Take?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's quick takes from out of Toronto, man. Just trying to weigh in on the whole trade deadline thing, you know.
Oh, appreciate
Come
you for
on with
stopping
it
by.
there.
Well, I seen y'all were talking about Charlotte. Y'all like Charlotte fans, or
Yeah,
What?
Yes, sir.
both
well, okay. I
fans.
was gonna ask, like, what do you think their timeline is? Like,
I give
as
him
in
three
getting
years. I
three
give him
years, three
three
years.
years. I say
So
3 years because of new ownership that came in, and they did not put like their GM in. They didn't put their people in yet. Their coach, like their GM, their coach, they didn't do that yet.
yeah, no, that's true. That's true. So you think this off season is gonna be when the pressure starts? The pressure cooker starts.
Yeah, cause with the main, regardless on if they traded Haywood or they didn't trade Haywood, his money was about to come off of the books anyway. So
Okay.
I think what they're gonna do is take his money, split it up to get two decent role players, or they're gonna get a upcoming star, and but it is not going to be for the full money that Haywood was getting, which gives them the capabilities to get one other player. So
Okay. Okay.
I do think it's going to start this year because uh, I know how other people feel about Grant Williams, but I don't think that he's really a power forward, and that's just my eye test. So I think they're going to need a decent backup for him.
And I was surprised about Rozier too, man. I was pretty
I
surprised about.
wasn't. I
Okay.
wasn't. But here's why. I felt Rozier should have went back to point guard. He was still trying to stay as shooting guard. But what did he do in Miami? As soon as he got to Miami, what they told him, you are a point guard. Yes, sir. And he
So
proceeded
you're all
on.
right putting LaMelo at the 2.
No, no, no.
No, don't
Terry
put
as
Lamelo
a
in the team.
backup. No, Terry is a backup. Like what
Okay.
I would have did was I would have gave him control of the bench of the second unit because Terry, I will say this about Terry. Terry is still a floor general, even though he don't talk a lot, right? But he's still a floor general. But I would have had him more the general of my second unit, which would have been keeping me in the game.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand that. That makes sense.
Hey, quick take. This is
Yeah.
Big Al. So yeah, man. Hey, how long you been watching the Hornets, man? Is that a team that you frequent?
Well, LaMelo Ball is one of my favorites. I like big point guards, you know. So like
Okay.
LaMelo Ball, Cade Cunningham. I'm watching those players closely. I see LaMelo getting a lot of hate. You know, I don't know why. When you look at his numbers, I mean, what more you want? You know, what I mean, you don't
Hold on,
have
hold on.
any. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, what kind of hate are you seeing with Lamelo? I'm curious.
People saying he's not a superstar and he's not him, and you know, it's just a lot of. I'm surprised if you haven't seen it, but yeah, I've been hearing getting a lot of bad reports about
Okay,
LaMelo Ball.
so I'm in Charlotte. I'm actually in Charlotte, the area. So Charlotte is my team. But if I'm not mistaken, you said you're in Canada. Is that where you are?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that might be why, because I'm not really frequenting Toronto-based podcasts and whatnot. You know.
But y'all
So
haven't got that from out even from out there. I'm the only one that's said that so far about LaMelo.
I mean, amongst the camps that I sort of frequent, I don't really
He's not
hear
the
that.
only one. Nah,
Okay. Okay,
what he's
Gemini.
talking about, what he's talking about, Big L, is coming from like ESPN. Like they was in other little podcasts that really be listening to ESPN. Like
Okay.
they was questioning his leadership. They was questioning like certain things about him, which by the time it dwindles down into the different podcasts or different situations, it does sound like hate because they point out all the wrong but never say what he does that is good. So
Okay.
it
Yeah.
does like sound like hate rather than like what his game really is.
So, question. So, has this stirred up since Brandon has started the ball out?
Nah, it started way before then. It actually started this off season when he signed that 195 with all the incentives to 260.
Oh,
That's when it really got heavy.
okay, that's when it got heavy. Well, I mean, you know, there's certain things that, in my opinion, I am objectively uh, criticizing Lamelo about,
Hmm.
and in a way, leadership has been questionable because of his playful nature.
But if he is focused, which most people that follow him are hoping that his maturation breeds that, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm hoping when it gets real and he really feels like the team is worth fighting for, aka Brandon balling out, Bridges balling out, Mark is not injured. He steps up and he's like, I care now and let's really ball. Because let's be honest, he has won or willed this team to winning, right? I know you guys have
Mm-hmm.
seen that. So
Yeah, I mean, but he's not talking about himself. Just like I'm not talking about myself. We're talking about how other people were showing hate when it comes to him signing that big contract.
right. So hey, quick, was it quick? What is it? Quick, are you there? So what's your take on the Meadows game? Do you have any criticisms or what's your take?
Well, one of the glowing factors is the defense, like right. But he's not the only player. There's a lot of players that could do better defensively. So I'd take that off the table. I honestly, like I said, when you asked me, I told you Lamelo is one of my top players.
Right.
I got, especially because I'm a point guard guy. So I got, especially with the young guys, Halliburton, Lamelo, and Kay Cunningham, right? But
Right.
I know, I mean, and his numbers are like what? When you're looking to the future, you're looking at like maybe a 27-7
Okay.
type player, which is good. That's good, especially his size. What's he like 6'7"?
Yeah, 6'7". Yeah.
Right? So that's good, but I don't think he's reached. Definitely hasn't reached his potential yet. I think we could all agree on that.
Right. But
With-
okay. So what do you think he needs to work on though? I'm just curious. I'm
Well,
just wondering if we're in the same mindset.
I think he's extremely talented. I don't think. I think, and the killer mindset. I don't know if you could work on that. I don't know. You know what I mean? I think that's what might be missing when I'm watching LaMelo Ball. I think he's just really talented, right? But if he had that along with that killer mindset, I think he'd be up there, man. Like kind of like Halliburton, because Halliburton has that killer mindset. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd say he's as talented as Ball, right? In
Oh,
certain
I
areas.
understand that. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Ball is more talented than Burton. I think. Yeah, Halliburton. My
Yeah,
bad. Yeah, but
yeah.
go
But
ahead.
Halliburton has that killer mindset, that killer instinct. You know?
Yeah. Maybe let's break it down too, because what I say, I get into the details with him. Shot selection.
Yeah.
Shot selection. Beyond that, I'm hoping the defense gets better. He seems like he's making strides in a way there. And then so that's really and I guess I would have to piggyback on killer mindset in the sense that he's focused on winning and not just getting his own numbers. So, but yeah, because he's really good, he's really talented, and Halliburton, in my opinion, is more focused on winning, more focused on the goal, and more structured. But yeah, I believe you spot on. Yeah.
Yeah, because that killer instinct, like you can't name a player with killer instinct that ain't good on defense. Every player that, or even with the effort, that effort comes with the killer instinct. You know? Yes,
Right.
boss. Blicker.
Well, but the main thing though, beyond all of that, because I mean, a lot of people that rep Melo would probably say, well, he's fine overall. He just needs to be on the court because he's injured a lot.
True.
So
That's another thing. The injuries. Yeah.
right, the injuries need to be wrapped up because if we can get him and Brandon, because you kept up with Brandon Miller, right?
Brandon Miller. Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah. So because he's slowly becoming my favorite player. I mean, I like Melo, But I just love Brandon Miller's maturity. I love his ability to adjust his game, and I love his ability to actually perform under pressure. And he plays defense. So at the end of the day, he's quiet as kept. He's one of the best on the team and needs to be treated as such. LaMelo is good, no question, and he's been good for years. So you can't diminish Melo. But Brandon, though, oh my God, if he keeps what he's doing up, along with LaMelo, maturing and just becoming more solid as a defender and, like you say, killer instinct, it's over. So, but yeah, man, yeah. This your first time on the panel, right? Hello.
Yeah, it's his first time.
Yeah. So I mean, but yeah, man. Hey, what's your name again, bro? Because I just want to make sure I get the right. Because I'm is it quick thing? Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna just be honest. As a guy that's watching sports, I'm hoping the Hornets get to the point where they can win a championship soon. I know y'all like, oh, that ain't happening, but the Hornets got talent. I'm gonna just say that right now. They finally can do something. Hopefully, they keep getting talent in the draft and they pan out. Because I'm sick of the losing. And Gemini, you know what? Hey man, I'm gonna let you take over from here, man. I'm out, bro.
All right. Well, quick. How do you feel about what Toronto did too? Because I mean, y'all got rid of y'all two stars. Like I'm actually shocked the Raptors got rid of their two stars. But Grady doing I just don't know if they're really gonna like pull it off for the better. But I think the Hornets will be okay. We have a 3-year plan. Like most people in business say a 5-year plan, but I think they can do it in 3. Get pieces for people to get healthier, come off of that injury list. I think it'll be good across the board, and it'll be okay. Hold on. So overall, I think this trade deadline it got busy on the last day when normally it would have been busy and hopping all the way through. I did think more teams was going to trade, but they didn't, and it wound up being it is what it is. But I am happy for Charlotte because that means this offseason they're good. What up, Flight?
No, you good. Not much, man. You want to touch back down later?
Yeah.
Yeah. We on? You got Chief channel?
I'm gonna send the back check because he put the link in there for me.
Chief?
Yeah.
No,
put
no,
the link in there for me.
That's casual. Yeah, casual.
No, Chief did it too.
Okay, I don't see it, but it's
yeah, Tribe Sports
Media. That's it.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, take it easy, man. We pull back up. We got a lot of content to unload tonight. It's Flight Sports.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.